Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heroes of the Humblewood. This is a Patreon campaign starring all of these lovely Patreons. Thank you to all of our Patreons. Because of them and the people that you see on the screen here, all of our one-shots, three-shots, marathons, all of them are made possible. If you're interested in more information on what you can get for becoming a patron, you can check out the link in chat. We also have a YouTube. You can find all of our previous episodes of Heroes of the Humblewood and other campaigns over there as well. If you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, there are a few ways that you can do so. You can redeem channel points for free to grant a blessing or a reroll die to the player of your choice, or every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. And yeah, let's just say that there's a lot of opportunities for things to go wrong during this session. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be interesting. We'll see what happens. Let's jump right into it. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and remind us a little bit about who you're playing. And we will start off with B Street Holmes.
Hey guys, I am B Street Holmes or Matthew. You can find me by that name on Twitter or on Stella's Discord. I am playing Ratchet Bluefeather, who is a somewhat grumpy ranger for the party, who is carrying quite a few arrows.
Yes. Have you been keeping track?
I have. I'm down to 98. Last time I fell below 100 arrows.
Oh, dang. Go ahead and roll me 1d4.
I can do that. 1. I'm rolling.
You lose one
I'm rolling
arrow.
so low tonight, guys.
Yeah. You somehow managed to find an arrow. Congratulations. You are now at 99 arrows.
Yep.
That's actually pretty good. That's better than counting your arrow. Somehow you misplaced an arrow.
Yeah. That's true. It could always go down. Well, thank you very much. We'll hop on over to GeekDice.
Hey, folks, I'm GeekDice. You can find me on X. On this show, I am playing Leif Woodshaper. He is a Dusk Corvum wizard, a nature wizard. Quite young, but an adult. Quite impressionable. He has a lot to learn. And frankly, now going back to the capital, a place from which he's been exiled, he doesn't know what to expect. This could be trouble.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll hop on over to IncognitoBurrito.
Greetings, folks. To this show, I am portraying the character Hubert Hootenanny, a Strig owl paladin of sorts. When I'm not playing with these folks, they usually find me hanging out on Stella's Discord. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll hop on over to Vertigo Cross.
Hello, I'm Vertigo Cross. I am a variety game streamer over on Twitch. I play as Jack Hart, a Vulpin bard who only does good things and has no problematic personality traits.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Definitely last session we didn't see nothing. No drama.
No, we didn't see nothing.
Thank you very
You
much.
say that a lot.
And then we've got Zombie Fighter 89, the one, the only.
Yay! I'm sure there's other zombie fighters out there, but I'm one of them. Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. Whatever your name's safe to call me. I am the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship clip. I probably do too many clips. That's up to your own discretion. Today I do. I did like 80 some from the last VOD, so I might have. But anyway, I play as Leon Breeze, wrestler extraordinaire, trying to become the world's heavyweight champion. Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. I always like being able to use this. I'm really happy I got a chance to use my wrestler voice in something, so that makes me happy. But what else also makes me happy is if you have a Twitter or Blue Sky or Threads or whatever your jam is, there should be a post there with a Google Doc sheet in there. If I can put a pin on it, I'll pin it so it's right there so you can see it. Where that leads to is a Google Doc sheet of all of the different work that I've done, highlights, edits, Twitch clips. There will be a spot under it if I was paid for it or not paid for, or if it says paid, I was paid for it. If not, I did it of my own volition. But yeah, I've done clips for Stella Luna's channel, Bad House's channel, Transplanter. If you know anyone who'd like clips done, let me know. And also, I do awesome like promo videos for every single Patreon campaign because I'm in all of them. And as one way to think and do a little extra, I want to do a little promo video, keep my editing skills a little bit sharp. Yeah, so if you know anyone who's looking for any video editing work, come find me. I'm easy to find.
Yes, please hire Zombie. Zombie's very cool and does cool things. Welcome back, everyone. Last time in Heroes of the Humblewood, the party returned to the Reach to speak to the magistrate. You essentially went and told them in the morning after what had happened. And it was the volition of the party to say that the witch had been taken care of, implying that she was killed, but not explicitly saying so, nonetheless deceiving the magistrate. You handed over the amulet and it was destroyed, and the party was paid in gold and written a letter of recommendation that would be helpful in opening some doors to seeking the birdfolk council in Alderheart. Every member of the party had their name written down on it in full. And currently, Ratchet, you are the holder of said letter. After helping Eliza collect a few supplies around the Reach and the surrounding area, you were able to collect 3 varieties of mushrooms, 2 varieties of slime, 2 jars of many tiny frogs, a small bag of swamp rocks, a suspicious black box that is leaking a purple fluid that the person who sold it to you said, "Do not open this unless you are in a contained room." And with those things, we began our 3-day journey towards Alderheart. Along the way, very early into it, about 3 hours, came across a clearing where there were a number of magmen trying to set it on fire. These magma elemental creatures were no match for the party, and as they were felled, we saw Leif begin to sow new life into what was already burned out. Today, the journey continues. Who is leading the party today?
Is me.
All right. Can I please get a survival check from you?
You may. You can have a 22. You like that one?
Do like that one. That's a very, very good roll.
Yeah.
As the morning begins to slowly sink into afternoon, it is beginning to rain around. It is kind of rain that is comfortable, more of a mist than falling in sheets. And it doesn't necessarily hamper or slow you down, but it certainly has a set tone of gloom. Some of you are still nursing your wounds. You haven't exactly been able to stop quite yet. You know that with daylight means safe travel. The more you push now, the sooner you can rest. The sooner you might get to Alderheart. Jack is leading from the front, and you can see that she is in her element. Jack, you have likely been through this area before, and you know the pathways in which everyone can be safe. You would know that there is some refuge up ahead. Perhaps it would be a good place to catch your breath. Something of an abandoned house. The shell of somewhere someone once lived. Now derelict and alone.
Well, I will guide the group towards it.
Okay. Who is pulling Eliza's cart?
It was my character. It was, yeah, I think my character was the one who.
We're rotating with Hubert.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Somebody with muscles.
Yeah. So did you want me to do? Is this my turn, Hubert, or would it be yours then?
I can't recall. Did you do it last time?
I think I remember last time saying that with Leon being still in pain, he was gonna grab it because he thought it was close to his turn. So, did we have a short rest in between this, or are we still like, or this is just right after the Magman attack? I guess.
You did have a short rest, and Jack, if you call out, you know a place where you can have another one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think I marked it on my sheet that I've had a short rest by the amount of hit points that I have. So.
Yeah, I don't think you used my free healing with a short rest either.
Oh, I don't think so. It happened right at the end. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So what do I just hit the short rest button then, and then?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay. Yeah.
You get an extra 1d6 of healing.
Okay. That's 2, and then I roll hit dice.
Hmm.
Great.
5.
I'm sorry, it's spreading.
Everyone's rolling nat ones today. It's great.
Oh,
Great for
goodness.
Stella.
That's fine.
Yep, fantastic. So, Leon, you were able to catch your breath then, but there's just something about the burn that's just heavy. It makes you stiff, and I think for all intents and purposes, Hubert, you're the one pulling the cart right now because Leon is not looking good. There's a bit of a limp to him, and you have to hold your arm.
I would like to think that Leon's like, it's my turn, and he's being a little bit forceful about it because he wants to show he's tough even in the face of like being burnt really bad. You can tell he's in burn. So unless you put a hand on him or you tell him no, don't do it, he's gonna try and still move the cart. He's being very prideful right now.
Hubert, do you fight Leon's pride? Leon's trying to hold on to the cart, but he does not look good.
I'll let him think that he's pulling it, but I'll be helping him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
Like
yeah.
like the
I'll
brother that
pretend,
hands.
I'll
Leon.
pretend I need his help.
Leon, tag
Can you
out.
help me?
No.
I can't quite.
I'm still got my wind. You don't need the tag.
Okay,
It's
good.
like,
Good, 'cause I didn't know if I could quite do it.
It's like handing the
Thanks.
little brother the unplugged controller, and you've got the controller, and you're letting him think he's doing the.
Not the unplugged wagon.
That's so funny. Yeah, Leon's like pulling the cart. Hubert's in the back pushing the cart. Eliza's on the cart, just like looking between the two of them and not saying anything. As we are moving deeper into the forest, thank you, GeekDice, for card draws from the deck of many things. Every player will be able to draw a card here.
Oh.
Yay!
Wow, 6 card draws for
Yay!
zombie?
What?
Wow.
No.
So please tell me when to stop, and we'll start with Matthew.
Stop.
Don't roll a 1.
Ooh.
I swear I need to make up more like friends and family so that Stella has more people to take away.
Isn't that
Yep.
why we just bonded last session?
It's like, oh no, it's the card that makes you gone forever. I guess it's Jack. Bye, Jack.
Oopsie.
Oops.
You please.
GeekDice, please tell me when to stop.
Stop, please.
Oh no. Hubert, please tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, that could be fun. Jack,
Yeah, what about it?
tell me when to stop.
I don't wanna.
You gotta. It's the rules.
Do I gotta?
If you want to play D&D
I don't wanna
tonight, yeah.
You can stop.
Okay. Ooh. Leon.
I'm in pain. Can I just skip?
Nope.
Damn. Okay. Me. I'm predicting a stop.
Maybe you'll get balance and it'll help with your pain.
Nope. Okay,
Nope,
perfect.
No reverse.
Uno reverse.
Jack, you see a small path carving up ahead. This isn't necessarily a path that would be off of a main road. It's more of a path of desire, a path that is carved from someone moving through the area over time, repeatedly over and over and over again. And the trees part to reveal what appears to be a squat one-story house made out of a giant mushroom. However, even at a first glance, you can tell that this house is abandoned. Part of the red cap roofing has collapsed and the windows are broken. The front door halfway hangs off of the hinges. There is a sad emptiness to this area. Jack, you know this place is generally safe.
Well, everyone, it might not be the most pristine location, but I do know of a bit of a hovel we can stay in for the night.
Good to get us out of the rain.
Is it raining?
It is, very lightly. Go ahead and look up at the sky. Ratchet and Jack, can I get survival checks?
All right.
Uh-huh.
I look up directly into the rain as it hits me in the face.
Mm-hmm.
I roll 2 17s.
Okay.
I get an 11.
All right. With an 11, even with the 11, Ratchet, you would be able to tell that there is a storm coming. Jack, with the 17, you would know that the storm will probably start to thicken within the next 2 hours.
All right. Well, we should probably get to work. Or some small holes we might want to take care of before the storm gets here.
As the group begins to move up towards the house, can I get perception checks from everyone?
Always a good sign.
Uh-huh.
A 16.
What?
Leon!
What?
Leon is paying
20.
so much attention right now.
I have a negative to that. What?
I have a 12.
Okay. 12 from Jack, a 19 instead of a natural 20 from Leon, an 8 from Leif, and a 16 from Ratchet, and a 6 from Hubert. Okay, Leon, describe to me how you are able to hear this strange, almost disembodied voice carry on the wind, and it says, "Help! Somebody please help!"
So, even though Leon is in pain, not as much pain, a little bit less pain, than he was earlier, I think that there's still the adrenaline still in him that's helping him push this cart, and he's just going along, and he's moving along, and he's focused on this. He's like, I'm putting all of my strength into this. I'm gonna move this cart. I've got it in me. And as he's moving it and is going forward, he's very hyper sensitive to everything going on. He wants to make sure, he wants to pay attention to where we're going, wants to make sure he's not going to hit any rocks or any other stuff on the way. And then just out of nowhere, as we're going to stop, and we finally settle, and he gets to think for a second and kind of look into the sky, look at it raining. In the distance, he starts hearing this voice. And he's like, you all hear that? I think someone needs help.
With the 16, Ratchet, maybe you thought it was the wind, but now that Leon mentions it, maybe the voice came from the house.
I did think I heard something, but with all the weather picking up, I wasn't sure if it was just air through the branches.
No, it did. Yeah, I can see that. But no, I think I distinctly heard somebody. I mean, we're going towards that house anyway, right?
I don't see anyone else. Perhaps someone inside.
Leon, with the 19 perception, you can hear someone rummaging around inside the house.
Okay. So I like to imagine that, we hear the thing. As we walk closer to the house, I can hear the rummaging. And so then I'll stop and I'll go, there's someone rummaging in there. I think there might be more than one person in there. I think I hear someone running around. I can't tell if they're shoving stuff around or pushing stuff or whatever they're doing, but it sounds like someone's yelling for help, and there's another person in there trying to get something, move something, hide something. I don't know. But I hear stuff
Ratchet,
being grabbed.
Ratchet
Hubert draws his sword.
will ready his bow. Sounds like bandits to me.
Could be bandits, yeah.
As the group begins to approach the house, you peek through a broken windowsill, and you can see this person.
Ah!
Ignore the name. This person's innocent until proven adorable.
They are adorable.
Here's the thing: even a thief is innocent sometimes. They're not stealing every second of every day. You don't know. Maybe they brought that gem from home.
Yeah. They're just really proud of it and want to show it off to everybody.
I'm in your
Circumstantial
pocket.
evidence.
Someone ever tries to sleight of hand you, they just get stabbed.
You see this very squat person, very small, maybe only about 2, almost 3 feet tall, with these large, almost dandelion-like ears. And God, that would be terrifying.
Ah.
Yeah, the lion ear.
My God,
Like flower
what system
petals.
are we in?
My bad. They are very clearly a gerbine, a mouse person, and they look very young, maybe even a teenager. And you can see that this person has on their person a big backpack, and it's lumpy, full of things. And this gerbine is scrounging around, shoving things into their backpack. The interior of the house is mostly derelict, and you don't see very much left. Clearly, this place has been picked clean before, and this gerbine is trying to get the last of what they can. Can I get perception checks from everyone again?
Ooh,
Ooh.
21.
21
There we
from
go. There we go.
Ratchet, 3 from Leif, 8 from Leon, 15 from Jack, and a 10 from Hubert. So you see this gerbine trying to steal things, shove them into their backpack. Ratchet, you see something glowing further into the house. The gerbine doesn't seem to notice it.
Glowing like from flames or glowing steadily?
Glowing steadily, and it's this soft blue aura. How do you all respond? What do you do as you see this gerbine just and just shoving things into their bag?
Can I do a stealth check to like slip up behind him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that was a different approach than what I was going to do.
I like how
All right,
this
so
is-
that's a 10.
10. Jack slips away from the group view and begins to slip inside. Jack, you step on a loose floorboard, and it does the thing where, like, you step on one end and it comes and it smacks you in the face.
Ow.
As you say ow, the gerbine goes and turns around, the ears flaring out wide, twitching, nose wriggling as the gerbine looks at you. Fear marks her eyes.
Jack is going to take a moment to rub her snout where the board has just slapped her. And then look back at the much smaller than her gerbine. What exactly do you think you're doing here?
I'm just looking, and you see that she's holding what appears to be a book behind her back. Just to get out of the rain. You know, it's raining.
Jack will glance back at the others who are probably all mostly at the entrance.
Soaking wet, kind of crowd the doorway. Well, we gonna go in?
Like it. And I think Leon will either sneak in or head into.
Okay.
Leon, dear. Before you come in, would you mind covering Eliza's cart?
Oh yeah, I'll go do that. And he'll walk over to the cart and cover it with whatever we got to cover it with.
Yeah,
Probably
there's
got
a
a bunch
tarp.
of tents.
Yeah. Eliza is just like hiding between two barrels, and you just see Eliza looking up at you as you bring the tarp over. She's more than happy to hide inside of it.
But I'll let her know part of the reason we're doing it is because we suspect someone's trying to steal stuff, and we're trying not to get her stuff stolen either.
And she just gives you like a small thumbs up from inside the cart.
Yeah. And then lock it up, and then he'll return back to the house or however far it was.
Ratchet, as you see Jack and Leon interacting with this Gerbine, you see the blue glow move, and it's almost like a flicker of a flame. Whoosh. It's gone from one corner, and it's in another corner. It looks vaguely humanoid in shape, but it's definitely not fire.
So, Furball, you here alone?
Yes. Look, if you want to
Are you-
split the pot, I'm okay with doing that. And they basically shove the book out and offer it towards the party. You can see
Are
that
you
she's
sure
shaking.
you're alone?
I don't know what you mean.
I'm gonna do stealth and head off in the direction of this light.
Okay.
That was a 13.
She's looking back and forth at all of you. She looks back to where Ratchet used to be and seems to lose track of Ratchet.
Examine the book.
Okay. The book appears to be very old. Maybe about 50 years old as you're looking at it. The spine is cracked and the cover seems to have taken some weather damage. The pages are water damaged as well. Some of them stick together. It appears to be a journal of some kind.
Oh, what kind of treasure is this? Interesting. Take a seat and kind of thumb through it carefully.
Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand. This does seem like a very delicate and fragile thing. Okay, 13. You take deliberate care. You will not do any damage to it, but it will take some time to thumb through it, and you begin to read what seems to be a personal journal. Well, now that we've split the plot, I'm gonna go. Yeah. You can see that the Gerbine begins to slowly edge along the side of the room, trying to escape.
Jack's gonna take one step in front of them.
They stop.
I thought you were coming here to get out of the rain.
You see her ears flatten. She says, "It is getting kind of crowded in here."
Surely you don't take up much space.
She looks really nervously. I don't have anything valuable. Look, this place is just full of rocks and dusty things. Maybe got a pair of shoes, but they won't even fit me.
Jack gestures an open paw over to Hubert. Come on, at least wait out the storm. We've even got our own knight here to keep us all safe.
As Jack gestures to you, Hubert, calling you a knight, what do we see? What kind of disposition do you take? Anything like, do you puff out your chest?
Let's see. Oh, that didn't come through on there. I thought I rolled this. I didn't though. An attempt just to puff out. Yeah.
Okay, with an intimidation of 12, She goes, and shrinks down a bit, looking at you, Jack, wide-eyed. Jack, go ahead and roll at persuasion. Advantage, sorry.
Alrighty. 27.
I guess if anything were to try to hurt us, you look really strong. And you see her just sort of sit down where she is. She swings her backpack around and she holds it tightly in front of her, looking between the group of you. You're just here to get out of the rain too, right?
We have a long journey ahead of us, so sheltered breaks where we can get them are relatively nice.
Know how heavy this rain's gonna get, so we may as well find cover when we can.
Okay. Meanwhile, Ratchet, you begin to slink off deeper into the house. This house is very small. There's not very many places to go, but you step into what appears to be a bedroom. And in the bedroom, you find that a lot of the materials in here are moth-eaten. There's holes in all of them. There's a layer of dust that settles on everything. And you can see that there is a shape of a person in this blue glowing light. Please roll me an Arcana check.
Ooh, I'm not good at that.
I could have helped, but you're not in.
17 though. I know
Heck
something.
yeah!
Let's see. Ooh, okay. I rolled a 19. So
Uh-oh.
you kind of focus in on it and you close your eyes. You remember hearing something about wind touch and being able to see things that other people might not see. This seems like a manifestation of wind somehow. You hear it call out and it says, "Please help me." It's very soft, like a whisper.
With what I know, would it be reasonable to think that maybe it's some kind of departed spirit or something?
Exactly.
I'm gonna move a little closer and say, do you need help?
As you directly interact with this entity, moving closer and inviting it to manifest, you see the outline begin to glow a little more brightly and clearly, and sitting on the edge of the bed appears to be a ghostly chicken person, a gallus, holding their beak with big feathery hands and these sad, mournful eyes. "Please help me, someone's robbing my house."
I think perhaps it's been robbed a few times.
And I can't do anything about it. You see these ghostly tears just streak down their face, and when they hit the ground, they just disappear.
I can see about getting them to leave, but what they've taken may be harder to reclaim.
Oh, it's fine. It's the principle of it all. Please, scare them away. Scare them away, and I will reward you.
I will do it. And he'll head back out to where the others are.
Okay. When you head back out, you can see that the Gerbine has essentially sat down, just sort of huddling on herself and looking at the others. She seems extremely on edge. Her ear twitches with every movement and sound around her.
So as I thumb through this book, I gaze at the Gerbine on occasion, eyeballing their discomfort. I swing my pack around and I rummage out a ration and I extend it to them. Have you eaten? Care for a bite?
The sound of you manipulating your things snaps her head towards you, and you see those big ears like satellites hone in on you, and her nose wriggles a bit. No.
You haven't eaten? It's pretty good. It's fresh. Well, I'm gonna eat. Here's one for you if you want it. I kind of place it between us.
Okay. And it's about then that Ratchet you begin to make your entrance.
Well, I have a question.
Yes.
Does the ghost go cock-a-doodle-doo?
Maybe, but you don't hear it.
It's a ghost. Clearly, it's cock-a-doodle-boo.
Damn.
Wow.
Wow. Yes, Ratchet hears cockle-doodle-boo.
I mean,
Wind touched.
what's the point of being a ghost if you can't enjoy yourself?
True. Well, this ghost is clearly having a terrible time.
Earlier, I seemed to slip out without the Jabine's attention, and it is focused on Leif right now. I'm gonna draw up close behind it. And when I'm like right over its shoulder, I think it's about time you left.
Go ahead and roll me intimidation, please.
Oh, bad at that too. Oh, 15!
Look at that.
This is so he's got a -1 to like all the social things.
She rolled on that one. Okay. You see her
Poor
drop
baby.
her backpack. She goes, ah! And she just begins to scurry outside into the rain, and she makes that Pokemon escape noise as she disappears.
Could I do a check to try to pick them up as they run away?
You can do a dexterity save, but the DC is going to be pretty high. She's very fast and very small.
All right. I'm going to use my DM inspiration to get advantage on this.
Okay. Basically going to have to get a 20. Oof.
15?
Good try though.
Good try, though. You try and you feel her tail go through your fingertips. You don't quite manage to make purchase, and she is gone.
When Ratchet does this, and he looks over to Leif, he sees this bewildered look on Leif's face. Why? Why'd you do that?
I'll just sort of nod his head towards the other room. The former owner had some complaints about the house guests.
As Ratchet kind of gestures towards the threshold, you can see now a blue highlight of a person. You can't quite see the details yet, but something is absolutely in the room with you.
Whoa.
Looking out the door, is the Gerbine just gone off into the woods?
Yeah, you can chase her if you want, but she seems way faster than you.
So I don't have like any vision left of her, right?
No, you can see a Gerbine-shaped hole in like the foliage.
Jack is going to try to sprint after them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me acrobatics or athletics.
Use acrobatics. 14 again.
Oh. Roll a natural 20.
Wow.
Wow.
Gone.
Wow.
You can try to track her if you want, but you don't see any like active sign of her.
So I'll do one more survival check to try to follow, and then if you want to focus on the rest of the group.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, a 12.
A lot of middle rolls.
Yeah, you've sensed that you could probably track her, especially because it's starting to rain, which means mud. So you can find tracks, but she's just so fast, and you have to kind of look through the leaves and the debris outside that it's going to take some time. But
Jack will focus on taking their time at this point instead of sprinting after and scaring them again.
Okay, so Jack is effectively leaving the cabin here. Everyone else, you see this blue outline of a person. And the longer that you stare at it, you can see little by little, feather by feather, they begin to manifest and take shape. They look like a gallus, a chicken person, and they are a bit on the shorter side. Usually gallus are quite large and tall and gallant to behold, but this particular gallus seems to be closer to like 3 foot, 4 foot tall.
I think Leon will look over at the person and go, "Hello, who are you?"
Oh, what a question. And as they speak, this voice carrying across the cabin, it has a sort of resonance to it, a bit of an echo. Oh, you see a feathered hand reach up and touch their chin, pulling at their gullet. I can't quite remember. It's been a long time since someone asked.
Oh. Were you with that Gerbine person that we were talking with?
No, they were a thief. A thief. A thief. Thieves
You're the
coming
one-
to my home.
Oh, this is your house. Oh, you're the one that I heard yell out, "Help me."
You heard me. And with a whoosh, they appear next to you. And Leon, as this person appears next to you, you can see that they have these big, mournful eyes. And you see tears dropping from their face and just sort of disappear as it hits the ground. Leif, you've been reading through this journal. And let me get a investigation check from you.
20.
Okay.
30.
Dirty 20. The dirty 20, you're able to pick through the pieces, and it's clearly a daily account of what they do. They keep mentioning a mine nearby and various reports of things happening in the local village nearby. They seem to have at one point made a trip over towards the Reach. They seem to have some business in Alderheart, but the dates go back about 50 years.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this your journal?
Oh, yes, my diary. Diary.
I think that okay. Here you go. And I kind of, with uncertainty whether they can take it or not in ghostly form, I kind of extend it in their direction with some hesitation.
You see their hands try to grab at it, but they just go right through it.
You got it. Try again.
These big tears just start.
Here, I'll just put it over here on the table.
Oh, so unfortunate. What a
Is
fate.
that your story? There's a mine. You were in a mine?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe.
I kind of thumb to that page and I spread the pages out so
Mhm.
others can see it.
Yeah, there's mentions of a mine, there's mentions of excavation and finding something interesting nearby. It doesn't seem to be very far. The notes indicate that the mine is probably about 5 miles away.
Stella,
Yes?
I don't want to just presume things about my character. What would I roll if I would to know any history on ghosts or ghostly beings?
Okay. You can roll either history or arcana. Your information will be different depending on what you choose.
Oh,
What about
boy.
religion?
Religion works too.
I have a no advantage in any of those. So it's fine.
I
we'll
tried
do-
zombie.
No, you're fine. I appreciate it. I'll just do history.
Okay.
14.
14.
Would I know with a 14 that sometimes ghosts don't know that they're dead, and that in order for them to realize it, that they can pass on, but they sort of feel trapped in this house? Because I just didn't want to assume that Leon would know that without,
I would say that you probably know what the Mapok superstition with ghosts are, since you grew up with Mapok.
Yeah.
You would know, or at least you think the superstition goes, that ghosts essentially are tethered to this plane because of things. Like they have to have a certain anchor. So the idea is probably that this ghost lost something, or something needs to be destroyed in order for it to be put to rest.
All right. So yeah, kind of what I was thinking. So who would be next to me right now of the party?
I think it's probably Hubert. Yeah.
Hubert. Okay. So I'll go over to Hubert, and I'll essentially just kind of whisper so that enough for the ghost can't hear, and just go. I think this ghost doesn't know that it's gone, or it's trapped in here, because it seems like it wants to grab stuff but it can't. And in my village, we learned of a kind of a tradition that if someone's stuck, they need something to be broken or fixed or whatever for them to move on. Yeah, because it seems like this person's trying to interact with the world, but it can't, and it's making them even more sad. And something along those lines is what kind of Leon will say to Hubert.
Goodness. Well, excuse me, miss. Do you need help with something? Can we fix something for you?
No. Well, you did help me. Me. And you see the ghost look over towards Ratchet. A reward should be underneath the bed. You might have to lift the mattress.
Okay, I'll go check on that.
And as Ratchet goes, the ghost looks back to you, Hubert, and says, I don't remember, but I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe who I am or what I was.
So from what I read in the diary, do I get some sense of the diarist, their nature, their work, or a name?
So there's no name, but there's mentions of tin quite a bit, an excavation. This person seems to have perhaps been an archaeologist or some kind of excavator. Someone who really puts their hands in the dirt.
Yeah, so I guess being curious, I kind of I go page to page and I start calling things out. Perhaps a miner of tin. Were you down in the mines? You do excavation stuff? Are you a spelunker?
Tinny? Tinny? Is my
Tinny?
name Tinny?
I flip pages.
There's no mention of Tinny, but the ghost continues to mention Tinny as if it's something significant to them.
If I see anything that looks like it's a name, people's names, mention of others, I call those things out, or places.
As you do so, the ghost just seems confused, seems very hung up on Tin and Tinny.
I think at this point, Leon will kind of come up, and he's going to go through, I think, the backpack as well, because the backpack was dropped, and the things that are dropped. He's going to go through, and he's going to kind of see if maybe any of the stuff we find in the backpack might belong to them as well. So I'm assuming they didn't just steal a book.
Yeah, as you're looking through the Gerbene's backpack, which has been left, you find it's just junk. You can tell, especially from being raised with Mapok, that every little bit counts and every little bit can be made into something better. But this is just pieces. There's springs, there's pins, there's fabric that's rolled up and kind of nasty that really needs a good clean. There's a pair of really large shoes that clearly belong to this Gallus. They're about 50 years old. It's just a bunch of junk.
Okay.
Oh,
So
well,
I think
those junk
Leon...
shoes might mean something to that ghost.
Yeah. So he's gonna take the things that he thinks would mean something to the ghost, right? He's gonna kind of leave the backpack, I think, with all the extra stuff in it. We
Mhm.
could probably use all the extra stuff to have extra stuff,
Mhm.
but he feels like the Jubilee might come back to come back here at some point, and we'll just leave the backpack. I don't want to take anything from it.
Yeah.
And so I'll show them the shoes, and I'll be like, "Do you remember these at all?"
Oh, And you see the ghost trying to paw at them and just ineffectual.
You'll need those if you're gonna go to work.
Tinny. And they just sort of begin to like loop over and over.
Right.
You can tell that the ghost is very
What-
far from reality.
Are them there your tinnin shoes?
You're shaking them and they're just trying to grab them. You don't get anything.
I think
There,
Seattle
I'll put them on the floor for it. Here, step
Yeah,
in.
the ghost tries
There
to
we
step
go.
into them, and then like they lift up their foot, and the foot just goes
I'll
right
lace 'em up
through.
for it.
Oh no, poor guy.
Thank you, you.
Three Stooges meet a ghost.
Yeah. I think Leon will go up to the ghost and be like, "I think this book can really help us figure out what's happened with you, or can help you. With your permission, can we borrow it to help you?"
Yes, help me, please. Thieves keep coming into my home.
And then he'll look over to Leaf and he'll go, "Leaf, you've read a lot of that already. Go ahead and just grab the book because you've already kind of thumbed through it a little bit. And we'll I want to help this person." So he'll
Ratchet,
turn-
you find a shovel under the mattress.
I've always wanted one of these.
The house just slowly turns everyone into a thief. You just find something you've been looking for your whole life.
Do we gotta go dig up the tin miner?
Oh,
Grave
shovel.
digging!
Oh
This
no!
is
we
truly
can
a
do that.
Halloween episode.
Oh
God, what did they get
No.
up to without me?
no, we gotta get some tin for her. Yep. Him.
hmm.
Is it a woman? Guy?
Yes.
It's a woman.
Yeah.
Roughly, vaguely.
A very femme gallus ghost.
I will,
So,
I
is
will
there an
return with the shovel and be like, "Was this it? This is what you were."
Your
Yes?
reward.
Ward.
You want us to have the shovel?
Yes, it is my gift to you.
What have
So
you done
does-
with that shovel?
Does the diary give indication of the direction to the mine?
Yes, it is about 5 miles northeast.
I point that out. I point to the passages for everybody to see.
Very far.
It would effectively increase your travel to Alderheart. Instead of 3 days, it would take 4 days if you spend a day to do this.
Obviously, we need to do this.
No, if obviously is the word you want there, Leif.
Hey, look, this time I can't be blamed for sidetracking the group.
No, that's fair. You indeed cannot do that.
The one that's
we cannot
burning.
say it's your fault.
It's my fault with my burnt fur. I did it. So yeah, I think Leon will kind of try to be like, we gotta kind of maybe do this, but then he'll look outside. Is it still raining?
Yes, the rain has begun to increase. It's coming down a little more heavily now. Meanwhile, so sorry about that. Meanwhile,
No, you're
Jack, you're finding that the rain is starting to fall a bit more steadily now. You're taking your time, and because you're not rushing, you are managing good pace. It will be about an hour before you bump into the Gerbine. So some time will pass by. You find the Gerbine is huddled underneath a large leaf of a fern plant. She has her ears kind of draped over her face, trying to keep herself warm.
Hey, little one, is there room for two?
And she jerks up to look at you, wide-eyed. Look, I don't
Jack is
have
pretty
anything.
soaked at this.
Mhm. I don't have anything else to give you.
Not here for anything but your company.
Why?
Jack will slowly take a couple more steps forward.
She doesn't move. She just watches you.
Let's just say you remind me of someone.
You have an extra blanket?
Yes, I do. Well, I have a blanket.
If you have like a bedroll, that also counts.
Right, so Jack will pull out some stuff from their disguise kit, various bolts of cloth and things like that.
Whatever you offer her, she just immediately shrouds herself in it. She pulls it close to her.
Ooh. So Jack's gonna sit down next to them. I don't know if there's enough room on the leaf, so if there's not, she'll
You
just be like half
yeah,
out
it's
of
like
it.
when you share an umbrella, but like literally it's like 1.5 people, not 2 people. So she is covered. You are not completely covered. Half of you is still getting wet.
I'm going to speak in Gerbine,
Ooh, okay.
and Jack is going to whisper, I know what you are.
She just sort of jerks her head towards you and she responds in Gerbine. I imagine Gerbine is mostly, yeah, it's very squeaky.
Squeaks and chirps,
It's a very
chittering.
lilted and chittering language here. She responds by saying, do you come from a large family too?
Large in a different sense. Big
Hmm.
expectations and all that.
You can tell immediately she begins to soften. She slacks. She's young. She's not an adult quite yet, and you can tell that she's desperate. I'm far away from home. It's hard to get things in the city.
Jack nods a bit at that, staying mostly quiet, just offering a couple verbal confirmations, letting them have a chance to say what they want to say.
There are long pauses between her sharing. She very clearly is not used to strangers. And with the silence, it does feel companionable. And she does occasionally pipe up after like 5 minutes of silence in between. She says, I have 27 brothers and sisters.
I only have the one, but feels like too many.
Sounds lonely.
Found other people to fill those spots.
Are you far away from home?
Getting closer every day.
Yeah. It's not safe out here.
That's bold coming from one as small as you.
I'm fast. Like a shadow. That's my name.
Jack's just
Shadow.
going to give them a little boop on the head with one finger.
She kind of cutely winces a little bit, but it's not painful or anything. she's clearly warming up to you. And
Not faster than a storm.
no. No one's faster than a storm. And essentially, she'll kind of trail off into small talk. And she'll tell you about how she comes from a very large family. That times are very hard for large families right now.
Mhm.
And she tells you that there are a lot of bandits around.
Can I do an insight check when they talk about bandits?
Yeah, absolutely.
8.
8. Okay. She doesn't speak about the bandits in any kind of like hateful or disdainful way, but it is fear. It seems that she probably bumps into bandits quite often.
Jack's going to play a quick little game where they hold up numbers with their paws and switch them up, and she's trying to see how well the Gerbine can count and how fast they can.
Oh, yeah. The Gerbine is very sharp and very clever. She picks up on it without you having to explain, and maybe she's even better at it than you are.
Can you read? Can you write?
Can't read. Can't write. I'm good with numbers.
That's already a blessing more than most have. Look, whether it's the storm or people like my friend out there, the path you're going, it's not a long one. And in the end, the only way it would help your family is one less mouth to feed. Got another friend. She's small like you, but she runs a store. I think she could probably use someone as good as numbers as you. Steady income, a way to help your family for the long term.
Is she nice like you?
Nicer.
You see her ears sort of perk up and she says, I want to meet her.
Jack holds up a pinky paw. All right, but you must promise not to steal anything while you're with us. We'll take care of you for as long as you do.
You see Shadow basically like do the numbers game and just kind of like when you hold up your pinky, she basically like gives you 2 fingers back.
Jack will curl the paw around and then whisper, It's a promise. Don't break it or I'll find you again.
You lead her back towards the cabin.
Jack will get up, still completely drenched.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's get you back before you catch a cold.
Okay. And she will get up, mud trekking on her clothes. She'll come with you. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you?
On the way through,
Yeah.
I'm going to alternate casting Prestidigitation on her and myself
Okay.
to keep cleaning us off and
Warming you up.
Is that the one that also lets you dry yourself?
I don't think it lets you dry yourself, but you can?
I'm pretty sure. Prestidigitation.
I just remembered that it said you could warm things.
Clean or soil an object. Chill, warm. So it might be thaumaturgy I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
I know there's one that lets you dry yourself off, but she'll at least keep them slightly warmer.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll probably still be drenched then. I still need a Constitution saving throw from you.
All right, I'm doing. Bam, a 3.
A 3. With a
That's
3,
what I needed, right?
You will get 1 level of exhaustion here. As you spent that time trying to like sprint after her, you're just drenched in the rain. You've been out unsheltered for over an hour. It's going to take you like an hour to get back.
So Jack looks much thinner than normal because normally she has that big poof of chest fur sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
So while drenched, she looks a lot more svelte.
Mm-hmm. So, for the rest of our party, you will be in the cabin for about 2 hours before Jack gets back. Is there anything anyone wants to do? This seems like a good place to take another short rest if you need one.
That was kind of gonna be my comment. I was just gonna go. Well, I think we should rest at least long enough to wait until the rain stops at least. And then he'll turn to the ghost and go, "Do you mind if we make camp here for a little while?"
Rest, my heroes. And with a whoosh, the ghost disappears for now.
Then yeah.
So-
And I think it. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just say, so Ratchet is not in need of a rest after our last rest. So I think he's gonna like look around. The place is in sort of a state of disrepair and things are kind of just strewn about. So I think he's just gonna take to like tidying and like, oh, the leg of this table is broken. Let me like prop some stuff under it so it's flat again. Like he's just
Mhm.
helping.
Aw, that's
Mhm.
awesome. Roll me a flat d20, please.
Can do that.
How can you roll it if it's flat?
That is an 8.
All right, very good. What is everyone else doing?
Lighting a fire, make warmth.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna
In the
find-
house?
There is
Looking-
a fireplace. It's really dirty.
That's fine.
I
There's
can
a lot
start
of
there.
wood here.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are wet.
Okay. Yeah, you light a fire.
Leon's gonna find a chair to sit in, and he's gonna attempt to one more time use his hit points to or hit dice to get some more health here.
Okay.
7. Okay.
So the 2 hours pass relatively quietly. The ghost seems to hover in an inviting air all around you. At some point, Eliza comes in and gets comfortable as well. She begins to unroll some rations and eat food and kind of chats away a little bit about her time that she spent in Alderheart and a bit about her sister and how they basically like used to own a shop together. And with your efforts, Ratchet, you managed to tidy up the place quite a bit, but it's also got that sort of grime that has settled over 50 years.
There's only but so much you can do.
Yeah, but it is more homely and as comfortable as it can get, especially with the fire. 2 hours pass, and you find Jack and the Gerbine stumbling in. Jack is completely soaked to the bone.
Jack is shivering wildly, but still gives a bright, shining grin. She had told Shadow on their way in to make sure to bow their head and apologize for trying to steal.
As soon as Shadow steps in, Shadow's like blocking the door. Jack is still like standing outside. She just flops her head down, her ears touch the floor. I'm so sorry for taking your stuff without asking. I just really needed to get some stuff to my family because they're in need and there's not a lot left in the city and there's bandits all over the place and they take everything. And I'm so sorry. She looks up at the group of you with big eyes.
Come on in, get warm. Have
I wanna-
something to eat.
I'm gonna do an insight and see like how genuine I think the apology is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because we scared her pretty bad. It's an 11.
We.
Mhm. With an 11, you get the sense that she's a kid. That's as good of an apology a kid is probably gonna give. At the very least, she can look Hubert in the eye and doesn't seem like she's gonna shit her pants or anything. With a 13, Leon, yeah, it seems genuine.
I think then Leon will get up from the chair, feeling a heck of a lot better. And he'll help he'll give a hand to the Jabin.
Hmm.
Do you trust me?
Mm,
Random giant wolf packed with muscles. Do you trust me, kid?
Do you trust me?
do what?
I was gonna bring you closer to the fire, but because I don't know how long you've been walking, but you know.
Oh, okay. She just kind of like flops her hand into yours.
And then I kind of help like swoosh him up a little bit, and then just kind of like pop him up in front of the fire.
You see her just
And-
sort of like stretch her little toes and warm her hands on the fire. Her ears stretch out so they can catch as much warmth as they can.
Turn over to Jack. You okay? Do you want
Jack looks fucked up.
walks over to Jack. Want me to help you over there too?
I'm not a child.
Being kind. Fine.
Jack just puts a soaking wet paw on top of your head, like, good job, good boy.
Like, it makes,
then
like, squishy
walks over to the
noises.
fire.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
I was thinking like something like that. Yeah.
Eliza, a moment.
Yeah. And she pushes herself up and hops over towards you. You okay?
I've been through worse.
Hmm.
Little one here. They're real good with numbers.
Oh. All right.
You said you're going to be taking over your sister's store, right?
Yes.
I'm sure an assistant might help with that.
I suppose so. She kind of warily looks over at the kid. Oh, I can't promise anything, but I'll try my best. I don't really know the state of the shop that my sister left it in.
I'm sure with your skills, it won't be a challenge.
We certainly have plenty to sell when we get back, so at least there's that.
Just know you'll be saving more than her life.
Her ears kind of drop a little and she looks thoughtful. Yeah. Yeah, I think my sister would have liked that. Okay. If you don't mind, she'll begin to step over towards Shadow.
Jack will take a second to introduce Shadow to the rest of the group. This is our little friend, Shadow. She'll be joining us till we get to Alderheart. She's made a couple of mistakes, but it was all in the interests of her family.
Ratchet looks at Jack, not Shadow, and says, and behaving herself, I assume.
Big ears
Jack
just like droop down. She looks so
wiggles
guilty.
their pinky.
Yeah. I'll keep my hands to myself. With that, the rest of your rest passes, unless y'all
Do I
want to
see the ghost?
No, the ghost is
Okay.
not here.
All right, cool. Then I don't know there's a ghost.
Yeah, you don't know there's a ghost at all.
Oh, great! We get to explain this whole side quest now to
Dude.
Jack.
Do you?
Yeah, does anyone say anything about the ghost? Or have you all been too distracted by the now child mouse thief?
Yes. In the,
Guess
the
what?
book, in the shovel,
Yes,
in the
to
mine.
both.
Ratchet, did you show the shovel to everyone?
Yes, I did show the shovel to everyone. It's a
Okay.
wonderful shovel.
Yeah, this shovel is actually in really good condition for being over 50 years old. It is one of
Nice.
those like smaller shovels, so it's pretty handy to travel around with. You see that the wood has engravings on it that make the shaft of it, and the handle and the head of the shovel are both this sort of steel kind of compound. It doesn't have a speck of rust on it.
They
Interesting.
decorative engravings, or are there words?
They appear to be decorative.
Anyone know what this might be made out of?
Let me
It seems
take a
to
look
have
at that.
survived particularly
Oh.
well.
I'm gonna give Leaf Woodshaper a bardic inspiration die with my new feature, Wanderer's Lore.
My new feature, Bardic
Excellent.
Inspiration.
Thank you.
You can use it to make a single Arcana, History, Nature, or Religion check with advantage.
So, being a dust corvum, I have a particular predisposition for looking at items. Feature called Appraising Eye. You have an almost supernatural ability to praise objects. By spinning an action examining any object, you can determine any magical properties the item has, how they might be used or activated, as well as fair estimation of market price.
That is very cool.
That
know.
is really cool.
So I look over this shovel and I appreciate its finer qualities. The fact that it looks like it's brand new, almost like maybe a miner went to the mine, forgot their shovel, and maybe died in a cave-in. Makes you wonder.
So, Jack, with your Wanderer's Lore, you would be able to tell that this is very easily more than 50 years old. The engravings sort of place it pre-calamity. So this thing is probably actually closer to like 300 years old.
It's a Vorpal short throw.
Leaf, as you look at it, it is 100% magical.
Magic shovel.
So remember, you get that at advantage, and you can add a d6.
Yeah. Well, again, in case it's a crit.
Wait, let's do it again.
15 into a
That is
20.
better.
And
Yeah.
then you add a what? D6?
D6 for bardic
D6.
inspiration.
21 total. Okay.
It's real good.
So, you're looking at this. You can describe to me what it looks like as you're looking at it, but you will discover that this is enchanted with a spell. It's a very specific spell, though. It's Speak with
Yeah.
Dead.
So there's interesting. Yeah, there's nothing.
Okie dokie.
There's nothing magical about this ability. It's just a scrutinous eye. It's a very careful examination.
God, it is a gravedigger shovel.
Exactly. So I share everything that I discover.
Okay. With a 21, you would know that the way to activate this is actually you have to dig up the body that you want to use Speak with Dead with.
Great. Fantastic. Not creepy in the slightest.
Nope.
So I once again visit the journal to see maybe what branch of this mine this person was digging in. I have a suspicion we need to visit.
Okay. There are no real detailed notes about the interior of the mine itself. It seems that this is probably the diary of someone, like, they go to work, they come back, they write stuff down about how their day was. Not necessarily a work log or anything like that.
Got you. Pay very close attention to the last entries.
The last entries mention that there was something unusual found in the mine. Something that whispered. It was uncertain what exactly it was. It's probably not an animal or a person. Something deep and dark in the earth.
Ooh. Point that out to
rock.
everybody. Give Ratchet his shovel back. The shovel's got a name. We'll call it Ratchet's Folly.
Hope I don't end up earning that.
You can tell that because it's magical, it won't break with natural means. And that, it's It's a pretty sturdy material. Only a magical thing can break this magical item.
So what you're saying is, for let's say someone who is a scofflaw, this is an unbreakable improvised weapon.
Maybe.
Grave digger Leon.
I believe the proper joke is Undertaker.
Oh no. Not going from Macho Man to the Undertaker.
You will rest in peace.
Oh, nice.
Both.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It ties it all together.
All right.
We flip the
Well, to
page.
get spooky in here, yeah.
Next chapter.
I'm keeping
And
that
then
in,
all of a
I'm keeping
sudden,
that in mind in
Hubert's
case we
gonna
need
start
it.
hulking out. I'll tell you one thing, brother.
Let me tell you something, dude.
The rest of your time here at the cabin goes uneventfully. Eventually the storm passes and it's starting to... It's about like 4 o'clock. You got a few hours left of daylight before it starts to get dark.
I'm going to exalt my patron, Fenwin, the patron saint of hedges, who I venerate,
Hmm.
and many humble folk do. And with their blessing and the casting of Druidcraft, I'm going to get a 24-hour weather forecast.
Oh, wow.
Okay, what does this look like?
So as I cast this, there's a mumbling of words. It's probably spoken in hedge speak, which I don't know a lot of, but it's with two cupped hands over a flat surface like a tabletop. And what you see is a visual manifestation of what the weather, the sky would be like. So maybe it's a bright light of a glowing sun, or maybe it's dark clouds for further rain. But basically you see a magical small depiction of what the weather will be like over a period.
Okay. The next 24 hours appear to be clear skies.
Things are looking up.
Jack will take a couple minutes real quick to give Shadow back their pack, but sort through it and return the things that they had stolen.
Yeah, Shadow is more than happy to surrender all the things and continues with a sorry.
I think in that same vein, because I know where I put it, I think Leon's gonna go find the backpack that he was rummaging through, looking through, whatever, and hand it back to Shadow. And
Jack just did that.
Yeah, so the two of you you're both.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't mind
Thank
me.
you. She looks thankful to both of you, and she swings her backpack on. Eliza hops into the cart and points forward. All right, we've got a few hours left. Let's make the most of it.
Yeah.
So, are we heading straight to Alderheart then?
Well, there might be a little detour.
Jack looks over at Ratchet. A detour?
To be quite blunt, that soul has waited for 50-some years. We can go to Alderheart, complete our mission, and then our time is ours to spend as we please. We can certainly come back.
Jack
Oh,
tilts her head. What soul?
oh, you missed it. There's a ghost in here.
Ghost?
Low blink. And then she'll look down at Shadow. So you picked a haunted house to run.
Beggars can't be choosers?
I don't think you were cut out to be a thief.
Sorry.
Don't apologize for that.
Okay.
Well, I misunderstood. Yeah, we can go to Alderheart then. I thought we were gonna get this done because we wanted to give them, but yeah, the spirit will probably still be here, and we
Been
can
here
get back
this
to
long.
this. Yeah, they can wait a little longer, and who knows? I don't know how ghosts work in this sense, but I don't know if we see them now, and if we don't see them in like 2 months, if they'll even know the difference in time. So.
That's true. Not exactly fluent in spirit myself.
No, I just know my own ghost stories from where I come from. So
Wow. You've been on the road for a while. Leon, why don't you tell us one of your childhood ghost stories? Something to pass the time.
yeah, if everyone wants to hear it, sure. And he'll go to grab the cart and he'll look at Hubert and go, I forget, is it my turn?
I think it's my turn. I got it now.
Okay.
I'll get it.
All right, and then
I'll try and manage without you though. Thank you, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. I tried my best to get us here, and he will probably stand behind the person that's leading us, to be kind of in that center area, so he can tell he'll basically go through the whole traditions of what Mapak know about ghosts and stuff, and different stories that have been told. Like, we thought we saw a ghost here, but we don't know if this place could be haunted, and where they kind of found me, in that little kind of trash heap area is kind of known for spirits and stuff, so they don't know where how that all happened, but
Yeah. So,
fun
Leon,
like
you
that.
would know that there's a famous ghost, the Pendle Bay ghost.
Pendle Bay Ghost, yeah.
Yeah, from right where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the Pendle Bay ghost is a very Robin Hood figure. Steals from the rich, gives to the poor kind of vibe.
Yeah, so he'll go ahead and he'll talk about it and kind of give the description of he very much take from who has too much means, gives it to those who seemingly doesn't have anything. And he's not really feared, but it's sort of like a good luck almost, when sometimes when you're downtrodden in our village, and something good happens to you, whether it be you got a little extra money, or you were able to get luck on getting food or supplies. We always kind of think it's that ghost spirit kind of helping us out. So anytime that I'm kind of downtrodden in a battle, I kind of think that the Pendle Bay Ghost is giving me help in some form.
Hmm.
Kind of like a good luck kind of motivation, keep going, kind of what I grew up on, and I kind of like it. I don't know if it's I've never met the ghost myself, so I've never seen the ghost myself, but I'd like to believe that it's somewhere out there helping everyone.
Ratchet, being wind touched and sort of forcefully embroiled in that culture, you would know, just as you mentioned earlier, that a lot of manifestations of wind are linked to spirits of the natural world and spirits of a world that we don't quite see. There's often a layering of places and things more than we see on a day-to-day basis.
I think as we're sharing stories as we walk, Ratchet will share a story that is probably familiar to just about everybody, but is an old story about a wind touched who was so in tune with that spiritual world that when they passed on, they just kept going. Like it was just so natural to them already that it was almost as if nothing had happened. And that they were known as a traveler and an adventurer, and as he sort of wraps up the story that everyone is familiar with, he'll explain that when he was little and he heard this story, it was one of the things that first made him fall in love with being out in the wilds, because he always thought, maybe one day he would run into that traveler from the story, and that it added some excitement and mystique to the wilds that you didn't get from the city.
I have a question.
Okay.
Has Ratchet been wind touched his whole life, or did something happen and it manifested?
He's been wind touched his whole life, which is part of the reason that he's not entirely sold on it being anything special, because he hasn't had some experience that initiated it.
Yeah, makes sense. Jack, are you leading the charge again?
Jack is too tired for that. So for this time, Ratchet can lead, but along the trip, she's going to call over Leif and try to start teaching the basic written alphabet for birdfolk script to Shadow.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a survival, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 17.
Okay. With the 17, Ratchet, you take the front and you begin to move through the forest. As the group is not moving along the main road, trying to avoid bandits, eventually you come across...
Bandits.
Is it bandits?
Oh no, we're trying to avoid bandits, and we found bandits.
a small
Surprise
pool of
Pikachu
water.
face.
A pool of water.
You come across a forest clearing, and there's something a bit unusual about it. Jack, you've been here before. This is a pretty common watering hole for people to pass on through. It is not well known, so you don't typically have any trouble along the way here. However, Jack, you don't remember it looking like this. There's a mist coming off the water. It forms almost a fog around you. It is not one giant slime.
It's
Can
just
you
a
imagine how
huge
big
slime.
that would be?
How hot is it out right now?
So it is evening time now. We'll say that it's a bit sticky and warm, but it's not like super
Not hot enough for the temperature difference to be causing a fog.
Yes. This sticks
Um,
out to everyone as abnormal, especially to
Jack
you,
is-
Leif.
Jack is gonna lean over and whisper to Ratchet, "This isn't normally like this."
It certainly doesn't match the weather.
No, I don't. It's not that hot.
Is anyone in desperate need of a rest? It may be wise for us to keep moving. This
Yeah,
place makes me uneasy.
I don't need to rest. No, I'm good.
You see Shadow and Eliza hop off the carts, and they're like, Eliza's like, "Oh, I could use with a stretch." And you see her spreading her toe beans and trying to stretch as far as she can. And Shadow goes, "I think I've had enough with letters and numbers today. My head is spinning."
Hmm.
Leif, come over here for a moment.
What's up?
I saw you cast it before, but you seem to know fairy fire, do you not?
Yeah.
Be safe. What if we cover a good portion of the watering hole? See if there's anything hiding in the fog. We'll cast it together.
Well, I can't cover the entire thing. Maybe not even half.
We can at least get most of the center.
Okay, I'll do the side over here.
So we're both gonna cast Fairy Fire, which is a 20-foot cube.
Okay. Sorry, trying to help. All right. So where do you want to cast yours? Here?
I'll do mine right there. I'm blue.
Yeah. Or move mine one up more.
Burning spell slots.
Here?
There we go.
Okay.
You don't need spell slots. You're just a wizard.
How close do you need to be to it? 60 feet. Okay. No, you're more than okay.
So mine is a DC of 14 if anything's in there that needs to DC of 14.
Mine
Okay.
too.
Great. That makes things super simple for me.
Uh-oh.
It's even simpler because nothing needs to roll.
Yeah,
we were just
yay!
paranoid for nothing.
Yay!
Give me one moment, please.
Wait, why did the music change? Wait, what?
It's
That's
still
battle music.
nothing's
Why
happening.
That's battle music. No.
I said every time I cast big spells in water, something attacks us.
Oh my god. I rolled 3 2s in a row and 1 3.
Well, I'm excited.
Why would you
for
roll
that.
so much dice for nothing being there?
Yeah.
It's just fish, Stella.
Always got the battleships, baby.
So describe to me what this looks like as the 2 fairy fires are going off at the same time. I imagine this is really pretty to watch.
I think that since they're coordinating, maybe even though normally they would be different, in that little spot right in the middle where they connect, it looks almost like a hue shift as they transition into each other.
Yeah, so for Leif, what you see is a swirl of leaves manifest in the air, and all these little spirals of swirling leaves, dry leaves. They spin in these torrents, and they shed little sparks in every direction, but they're fireflies, not flame.
Oh, hey, Jax, we're also fireflies.
Ooh. You see the... Oh, hi, Lavelli.
There's a bird on my head now.
As we see the fireflies beginning to cast over the water here, it begins to crest and fall down onto the surface of the water. Water reacts as these small geysers of what appears to be steam begin to push out from the surface, disturbing it, rippling it. You find that the light cast by the fireflies coats around something like this. It's a bit hard to see because it's meant to be difficult to see. You see these strange crag-like creatures with these wicked features and very tiny bodies. They seem to be made completely out of steam and smoke. There are tiny faces and claws that turn and snap directly towards the group of you. I need everyone to select their tokens and please roll for initiative.
Who would have seen this?
We did, because we lit them up.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Oh, what's that roll?
Come on, Ratchet, you're supposed to be the initiative king.
I mean, I even have better initiative than I had last session, and I still didn't roll well. Although,
None of us are
honestly,
beating Shadow.
Shadow rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god.
nice.
Okay. Who are we missing?
Talking is a free action. Jack's just going to tell Eliza and Shadow to stay back behind in the cart.
Okay. Eliza's like, "You've got it," and she disappears behind the cart. You see Shadow jump onto the cart. She's got a crossbow out.
Oh.
Yes, she does.
How tiny is this crossbow?
It's so tiny. It's like a toothpick slinger.
Toothpick.
Toothpick slinger.
It's a wing of wishes.
Wing of
Mhm.
Wishes. We are missing 2 people from the turn order. Right?
Hubert?
1, 2. No, we're missing Hubert. Just Hubert.
Where's my token? I don't see my token anywhere.
It is
To the left
right
of Liam.
here.
Cling.
You gotta zoom
I-
out a bit on the overlay.
I
Oh,
can't
here.
see it on my screen.
You're
Oh.
probably zoomed and slid to the right.
Yep. You just gotta zoom out a little bit on the overlay on roll
You-
20, and you'll.
In the top
To
right, you'll see a
clarify,
plus
you-
and minus. You can.
Wow.
Just to clarify, you do see a clearing with a pond in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Making sure that at least Roll20 was showing you something.
Yeah, that was
That's
a good.
important.
That's a good first question. Okay. Excellent. This is gonna be fun. Make sure I got the stream good. Okay. All right. At the beginning of combat, I can pleasantly and excitedly say, Ratchet, you have drawn the skull card.
Yay!
This is
Good
gonna
job.
be a little harder.
Ah,
Great.
Every time, Ratchet.
you rolled a 1 on the card draw.
Luck.
So Shadow is going to ready her action, and if anything comes towards you, she's going to shoot it with her crossbow. Jack, it is your turn.
Right, we should probably stay back and wait. I expect there's more than we actually hit. But what kind of spells do I have?
All the magic ones.
Anything fun that isn't concentration?
Oh, also, this is a good time to say thank you, V, for the natural 20s to everyone.
Oh yeah,
Oh, shit.
everyone got natural 20s.
Thank you very much.
No, I didn't update
Oh.
anything.
I
Jack's
put them on
gonna-
our sheet.
Jack's gonna
Oh,
move
you-
up
oh,
to the
thank
water's
you.
edge,
Okay.
and if anything gets in range, I'll do a bite attack.
Okay. Can I get from you a perception check?
Perception. A 7.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing.
You didn't say nothing. All right, Leon, it's your turn.
So what would normally be a good amount of throwing speed? He sees these as he sees them, right? They're like kind of like puffs of smoke, but there's like you can kind of see a body in there, right? Or you can see a figure, right? Essentially, what he wants to do is he wants to find like a rock, throw it at it to see if it goes through or anything else. But I'm not sure if I'm just too far away.
5e improvised thrown weapons have a short range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
I've had to use that one enough that I know that rule.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can move closer if you want to do it regular, or if you stay where you are, that's at disadvantage. Has to
Okay,
be
'cause I was gonna
20
say,
or shorter.
Oh, 20 or short. Okay.
Yeah, so a long throw you can still hit, it's just gonna be a disadvantage roll.
Mm-hmm.
Can I move there, or is that
Yeah.
too much?
No, that's
Okay.
fine. 5, 10, 15,
Alright.
20, 25, 30. That's perfect.
Oh, also,
Nice,
they have
we did
fairy
it.
fire.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So-
that you have advantage if you don't have another modifier.
All right. And then, so he's just gonna find on his way walking. I think he's gonna
Mhm.
find a rock or something on the ground. He wants to throw it just to see if it goes through, reacts to it, whatever it does. That's his whole goal.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead
I
and
just-
roll either your dex or... Actually, if you have... I think you have improvised weapon on your sheet, right?
I have
No.
improvise. No.
Doesn't Scoff... Yeah,
weapon.
you're level 3 with Scofflaw, right?
Yeah. Here, I'll put that in chat.
Because I know it lets you break an improvised weapon to do maximum damage if you hit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's your brutal brawler. Here you go.
Oh, that one. Okay.
We have proficiency with improvised weapons. Okay. Just for the sake of seeing if you hit it or not, you can roll either dexterity or strength, and we'll add your proficiency bonus, which is 2.
Okay, so would it be just a straight strength or straight like on the left side?
Yeah, strength or dexterity. You can pick one.
Strength
And
on
roll
fire.
twice because you have advantage.
Yeah. Okay. So there'll be a 19. That definitely hits. Armor class is 10 for these guys. Go ahead and roll me a d4 plus 2.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you do 8 damage, actually.
You can spend a bonus action to have that to have the rock break, and it does max, but you already rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be 8
It's fine.
damage. 2 for the proficiency and 2 for the strength.
Nice.
Actually, that's not how that works. It's just plus 2. So it's 6 damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 1d4, but it still adds up to be the same.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh,
so
sorry.
No, it's okay. You chuck a rock at this steam creature, and you smack it right in the face, and you just see this rock just kind of crush its face. It goes like, "Ee!" And the rock falls down and bloop into the water. Yep, you can hit them. It looks at you, and you see steam just coming out of what looks like ears. She's like, it looks angry.
I'll yell back at the group, "You can physically hit these things, and that one's coming after me."
Zombie.
Yes.
What's your higher stat? Dex or strength?
Strength.
Oh my god, that's scary.
I'm a strong wrestler.
All right. It is now Hubert's turn. If you move into the water, we'll just count it as difficult terrain.
Stay outside of the water if I can.
Okay. Did you want to move closer? Did you want to wait?
I'm gonna move over behind Leif.
Okay.
And I think I can move behind Leif and Leon.
Yeah.
I think I have 35. Yeah, that's as far as I can move.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe. Can I target any one of those at all? Can I see them without danger of hitting anybody?
Yes. You can target. Yeah, you can target either one of them if you wanted.
Javelins have a long range.
I think javelin is 20 feet, so it would be at disadvantage. Is the fairy fire is it continuous or is it one time?
It's concentration for up to a minute.
Okay, so
So fairy fire is a burst in an area. Everything is in there. You have to make a save. So the area effect goes away. Concentration maintains the glow on anything that's affected.
Okay, gotcha. So
Yeah, so short range for javelins is 30, long range is 120.
These guys have fairy fire on them. I'll just indicate it.
That's a nat 20.
Oh shit. Alright. Go ahead and roll me some damage. That's definitely a hit.
We'll find out if these explode like the magma.
So that's 8 plus 3 damage. That's 11 damage. Your javelin smashes right into the body of this thing, and you see that part of it does break off. You see one of its arms goes flying off, and the arm that is floating through the air explodes. That was a very good hit. This looks extremely fucked up. The steam method does not seem like it could take another hit like that.
Are they speaking?
They're speaking in Aquan. Yeah, in Aquan.
I got that one.
Hmm.
It is now their turn. You see this one come flying forward. Let's see who it tries to hit. Tries to hit Hubert. No, it doesn't. It'll fly right over here, and it'll use its steam breath.
Uh-oh.
A stream of scalding steam comes bursting out of this steam method. I will need a dexterity saving throw from both Leon and Hubert.
Yeah, let's go.
Nice.
Very good. Leon got a dirty 20, and Hubert got a 15. You both only take 1 damage here as the steam comes roiling over you. That's going to be
Everybody
that guy's turn.
spread out.
Yep.
You see... This method comes bursting out of the water very close to you. I think... You can go here. 5, 10... Is that how that works? No, it doesn't. I can't get all of you.
Ah, that's in bite range.
Yes. That is in bite range. Go ahead and roll me a bite, and it also triggers Shadow's light crossbow.
Nice.
Button again. This is the button. Does a 7 hit?
No.
Oh.
Shadow hits, though. Shadow does 2 piercing damage.
Yay!
See a toothpick fly across over Ratchet's shoulder and just slam right into its chest.
Gonna ignore what it says under the light crossbow.
Yeah, it's fine. It says Jerbean Bandit. It is going to try to blow steam over Leif and Jack. Yeah! I need dexterity saving throws from both of you.
Okay, this will be +2 because I'm evasive.
Nice.
Whoa, natural 20 from
So a
Leif.
12.
Wow.
Oh, nice. You both save. You both take, 4 damage. I rolled maximum damage there.
Doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to hurt us.
Leif rolls a concentration
Maybe-
check, succeeds. Then you also need to do a concentration check, please, Jack. It's just Constitution saving throw. You need a 10 or higher. Right, you also save with a 17.
17, bros.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This method comes careening forward and will try to claw at Hubert with a 13. I think that's a miss. Yeah. Your armor class is 16. It tries to claw at you, Hubert, and just bing, bounces off of your armor. This one here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It will use its action to dash forward to get into range here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. This one comes rushing forward to try to hit you, Ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
The 10.
A 10 will not hit.
Okay. That is it. Hold on. All right. Leif, it is your turn. At the beginning of your turn here, Leif, you can tell that the temperature of this area is immediately changing. It's extremely humid. Air is starting to mist and spout in all directions. Some of it is splattering onto your clothes. You realize now that the pool of water in front of you is scalding hot. It will probably burn you if you step into the water.
Well, we're not going to do that. I raise my staff in the air and saying some magic words. I use my shillelagh spell to make this sword-looking staff grow and lengthen into a more powerful weapon. Then I use it and I smack at number I guess it's number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a smack. I rolled a 22.
That's
Is
a
that
hit. Yeah, armor class is 10. Takes
So
6 damage.
6 points damage.
Bonk. As you bonk it, you can see steam escaping out of it. The surface of this creature kind of warbles a little bit, seeming unstable magic.
6, if it matters, that is 6 points of magical damage.
Correct.
Because it's Shillelagh now.
Yep. That's
Okay,
6 damage.
Mundo.
Thank you.
And that's my bonus of my action.
Okay. Ratchet, it's your turn.
All the way down here at the end. Ratchet is going to take advantage of his Dread Ambusher and make a lot of movement. I know I'm going to attract a couple attacks of opportunity for that, but let them try.
Okay. You only get 2. So this is number 1, then the other one. They both rolled 12s.
Neither of those will hit.
You dodge out of the way, weaving dexterously as they try to claw at the air, missing you.
I'm wary of. Oh, I just realized, are mephits elementals?
Yes.
Ooh, like
Only that was someone's like favorite or favorite.
If only that was a favored enemy of someone.
You can
Am I-
roll me a nature or history check for free.
That's definitely going to be nature because it's a 13.
Okay, with a 13. You would be able to tell that these are 100% elementals. They are not supposed to be on this plane of existence. I'll leave it at that. They're entities of pure magic.
They're elementals, and that's what I needed to know. All right.
Ooh. Hold on. In case this changes things. Okay. This is cool. So as you kind of like dive out of the 2 steam methods trying to claw at you, you feel the wind pick up. It pushes at your feathers and ruffles through, caressing you with a familiarity that only someone like you could recognize. You have drawn a moon card.
Ooh.
You get to cast a wish spell right now. This can be narrative, it can be literal, whatever you like. The wind is paying attention to you right now. You have moved heroically and so dexterously that the entire element is fixated on you.
So most things in D&D 5th edition that create like a cloud or a mist or something, there is language in there that says that a strong enough breeze can clear it out of the way. I was thinking, let's have the wind clear the mist from above this lake and reveal all the steam methods.
Okay.
I don't like the way that went. Oh no.
Look, we have to know what we're dealing with.
So tell me what this looks like as you command the wind.
So, Ratchet moves quite quickly over here. Part of the Dread Ambusher lets him move an extra 10 feet on his first round. He's sort of pushed along by the breeze, and in doing so, he kind of drags the wind with him across the pond, and you just see the haze dissipate, leaving the 3 additional methods out in the open.
Yeah, you see the mist pushing back, and clear as day, there are 3 more in wait. They're sort of lurking underneath the surface, just their heads poking out. What would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
I'm going to direct my first attack at this one here, number 7.
Okay.
It is with advantage because it has the fairy fire, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll. That's gonna hit. That's a 22
Absolutely.
and 11 piercing damage.
Okay. Let's see. You see the arrow stab right through the chest of it, and it knocks the air out of the creature. It falls down onto the ground, effectively prone.
Ooh. But it's not
It's not dead.
it's not dead. Interesting.
Does it look like it
Um,
should be?
It looks like it took damage that was like maybe like a significant part of its health bar, so it
But it doesn't look like
careened
there's
over.
something else keeping it on.
No.
Okay. And the other thing that I get from Dread Ambusher is a second attack. When I use my attack action, I'm going to go after number 2 because it's adjacent to way too many of my compatriots.
Okay.
That is a 13, but I think you said that's enough?
Yes, that's enough. Armor class
Oh.
is 10.
Right. And the additional attack gets an extra d8 of damage. So the base damage is 12, and it's another 4, so it's 16 damage to the one that's right here.
Your arrow smashes right into its back, and as it does, you can see the body begins to bubble, and it explodes outwards.
Oh, I was so worried that was going to be the case.
I need all 3 of Leon, Hubert, and Leif to make dexterity saving throws.
How does everything explode out here?
It's how fire works. Oh,
This is water.
This is why I hate it.
I rolled max
This is
damage.
angry water.
It's
Okay,
angry water.
So
like
Hubert, you
that.
take 8 fire damage. Leif and Leon, you take 4 damage here. Is this?
Does Steam Method number 3 need to make a roll?
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna daisy chain and just kill our whole party.
You're so
So
right.
I lost my concentration.
Okay.
So I think it was these 2 up here. One of them is just dead.
Yeah. Okay, well, this one dies because it only had 4 hit points left. I need another dexterity saving throw from Leon.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Okay, you succeed. You only take 2 damage. You see the first one go, and then the damage causing a chain reaction here. What an explosive turn.
I am the wind.
I am the wind. Boom.
Will that be your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay, fantastic. You see
Well, that changed my turn a lot.
Shadow aim for this one. Actually, Shadow will jump down, run up. No, she saw it explode.
Wait, she just saw all the explosions.
She's gonna-
Jabine, no!
Why do all my companions do this?
No, don't do this.
undo. She just saw 2 of them explode very loudly. She's gonna shoot. This is at disadvantage because it's prone. Oof, that's a natural 1.
Wait. Oh, I was gonna say it's actually at neutral, but that's still the 1 first.
Oh yeah, that's right. She loads her crossbow, and you see the toothpick just disappear. Shit. Jack, it's your turn.
I know I'm going to take attacks of opportunity, but I'm going to step over to Leon.
Okay, that's going to be 2 attacks. 1, 2.
All right, the first one hits.
The first one hits. You take
Oh, that's not bad.
1 slashing, 1 fire. You do have to roll a concentration save.
I was gonna break fairy fire anyway.
Okay. So don't even bother rolling then.
And then I am going to cast on Leon Cure Wounds
Okay.
I don't know why that has a spell save. Hold on. So first, Cure Wounds at level 1.
Okay. You heal
11
11 points. What does your cure wounds look like?
Before that happens, would that be a full recovery for Leon?
Not quite, but close.
So then, as that's happening, I'm also going to use my reaction for a bardic trick. I'm going to bind the wound. A paladin once taught me how to do emergency triage.
Ooh.
I will spend a bardic inspiration to add 6 extra healing to that.
Ooh.
So you just see Jack dance through the methods getting clipped on the way out before their hand starts to glow with an almost ethereal light and just a quick wave across Leon's burns, and they just fade away behind the handprint.
Mhm.
Fantastic. What does it smell like?
The opposite of burning.
Aloe vera. Yeah.
Aloe vera.
We're at the same place.
Yeah. Fantastic. Leon, it is now your turn.
Cool. I feel as though I have all of my health. Yeah. I'm going to. What am I gonna do?
Everything in the forest blows up.
Yup.
Yeah, this has been rough for Leon, hasn't it? Because we've had 2 fights in a row where you
Leon,
really
the
don't
wrestler,
wanna
the
be in
grappling
melee.
wrestler. Oh, this explodes. Oh, this explodes.
Explodes. Yeah.
Oh, this is a
Leon
slime that's
himself.
acid.
This is a slime that's acid.
Exactly.
It's rough out here, man. I tell you.
These are a bunch of flies.
One day, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna choke slam something.
Yeah. So there's not really much I can do other than just move here because they're dead, so I can't really do. Was that enough one? I did not plan that out right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have
you're
enough
fine.
food for that.
Okay, I thought
That
so.
ain't nothing.
15. So I kind of wish I had my. I don't know if fighter gets Heartbreaker. I really wish I had my Heartbreaker right now. But trying to think what would be best. You know what? Yeah, no.
You can shove, you can grapple, you can
Ella,
punch.
which ones look the most damaged?
This one here, number 7.
It is prone, isn't it?
Yeah, that one's on the ground.
If I move to it, would I still get attacked by the first one?
Let's see,
By
if
number
you
one?
moved 5, 10, 15, 20? No.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll grab the. So what? How does it look prone right now? Like, is it just like laying on the ground? Is it just stuck in a position? Like, what is it?
So
like?
it's on its belly, and you see an arrow sticking out of its back.
It's on its belly. Okay, so I think, I think since it's prone, I'm gonna do a grapple. So screw this.
Slam.
Yeah. So basically, Leon's gonna basically try to pick up the steam or try to grab a hold of it the best he can, and just slam it back down. So like the best way to describe it would be like a front suplex almost. So like a regular suplex is you pick them up and you go like this. A front suplex is where you pick them up and then you just slam them back down like that in front of their face.
Nice.
Okay. I love your idea,
But
but I would also love to tell you that they are small enough that if you want to pick it up and hit the other one with it, you can.
oh, then yes, I want to do that. Please let me do that.
Stella's
So
been playing Baldur's Gate 3 again.
yay.
Okay,
Yes,
so
then
you'll
yes.
have to grapple first. So go ahead and roll me athletics.
Halfling barbarians.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, 17. You pick it up. So you have now the improvised weapon of the steam method.
Oh
Wait,
yes.
can he break the improvised weapon to do max damage?
I mean, we're gonna throw this here again.
I feel like it's gonna break if you deal enough damage in the first place.
Well, yeah, so
Yeah.
he'd be beating it.
It's gonna blow up
so-
regardless. So yeah, let's just use this improvised weapon. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that.
Okay,
I'm just
hold
gonna,
on.
like-
That was the wrong one. 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry. God damn it.
No, you're okay.
I do
You just
love-
start crafting inside the steam.
No,
I-
that's your scrounge craft.
I'm excited to use that. I never get to use it.
I do love the idea of like these things come over and they attack you and then they explode and you're like at half health and then you get healed to full and you're like, let's do it again.
Yeah.
He didn't have long enough to,
Yeah.
for his body to be like, oh, we shouldn't do that again. It was just like, that was just like a little zap.
Yep.
Okay, because it's kind of small, I'll say that it's a D6. So go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Would it be unarmed? What was it? Unarmed? No. What would it be?
Improvised weapon. So
Improvised.
go ahead and roll strength, and then we'll add +2.
Oh, the strength. Yep.
Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll me a D8 +2.
D8. So that would be 5.
Okay, they both take 5 damage as you grab one and you smash it into the other one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say while you do that?
Well, I was gonna say, I think instead of doing the front suplex like I thought I was going to do, I'm gonna like grab it. I'm gonna pick it up and grab its head, so like its head would be facing down as I've got it in my arm, and I'm gonna pick up the body like this, and I'm just gonna kind of swing it into the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So then, as they're both hitting, they're both taking damage at the same time.
You both take 5 bludgeoning damage. You hear like a.
And then Leon's just gonna keep a hold of it, and then he's gonna try and do that again when it's his turn.
Okay, Hubert, it's your turn.
Or get so mad that you pick up a dude and beat him with another dude.
That's how you do it, yeah.
So is he okay? Leon's healed all the way back up. So
Yep, I'm good for now.
Hubert is going to lay on hands. I'll save it. Sorry, cancel that.
Okay.
How many of these steam methods are left? There's still a
1,
half
2,
dozen.
3, 4,
6 of them.
5, 6. Yep, exactly.
Number 7 is mostly gone. Number 1 has been hurt a little bit. The rest are pretty much untouched.
What about this one over here? See where I'm pinging?
Untouched. The only ones that are damaged are the ones that Leon is wrestling with.
If I can make a recommendation for a target, 4 might be good, because you probably won't kill it outright, but you'll put it in a bad place.
And if you did want to do healing, Leif is the most injured out of all.
Yes, that was the other thing I was gonna make sure to say. Thank you for helping me remember things.
Oh no.
Ooh.
That one's in the water.
The steam method catches the javelin.
Oh no. No, it's got,
It's
a,
got
weapon.
a weapon.
No.
Goes, yeah.
Oh no, it's turn next too. No.
Do you want to move?
Throw it back.
Poor Leif just got burned by this thing, and now it has a javelin.
It's the boss method.
This
It just
is
gets an eye patch, and
this
scars start appearing
This
on it.
specific method is the one that made the fight harder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Wait a minute. This method's a monk.
Yeah. You know what? That's a great idea. In fact, Leif, you have drawn the skull card from a previous episode.
Oh.
I think it's only appropriate to play it now. Leif, you see as this steam method catches the javelin, it actually will try to retreat and go back into the water here.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes, you get an attack of opportunity. Okay.
Miss.
No, that's a hit.
Okay.
It takes 11 damage, a pretty solid
12.
bonk. 12,
12.
yeah, 12 damage. It's a pretty solid bonk, but you see as it dips down into the water here, it begins to pull the geysers up. As
The
it
Is
guy
that
is-
big boy?
Oh no!
I love it.
It's got a javelin and it's giant.
There's only one solution to this.
You see it essentially regaining health from the geyser here.
Hit it with watermelons until it starts
That's gonna be its
flashing red.
turn.
Throw soup into it. It'll cook it for us.
Oh,
The steam method that is currently grappled will try to escape. Rolls a 4, it fails. It's just kind of like
gotcha.
clawing at your arms.
And
Not
I'll
really
just say
doing
that
anything.
I'm just kind of like squeezing, kind of like where the kind of head and neck is. As it's
You
trying to
just got
pull
it in a
away, I'm just-
submission hold.
Yeah, it's in the submission hold right now. Yep.
Okay, this
Giving
steam
it
method
noogies.
is going to try to claw you with a 14. That's a hit.
Hold on. That is a hit. Yep.
You
Let's
take
get the steam effort.
2 slashing, 1 fire.
The scariest part is that breath and the explosion.
What? Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
giving it a noogie and then it explodes. Yeah. Oh,
This
geez.
steam method is going to do a cone. So I need saving throws from Hubert, Jack, and
Oh my
Leif.
God.
What kind?
For once, I'm safe.
Dexterity.
Wait, I rolled a 13.
Okay. And I need one from Hubert. 13 from Leif as well. And a 6 from Hubert. Hubert, you take 2 fire damage. Leif and Jack, you take 1 fire damage. It goes whoosh. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Uh-oh.
This one
I like
will
this.
come up and then do the same thing from the other
No.
side.
Oh no.
We're in the car wash.
Do the car wash.
Oh, gosh.
Gosh, yeah.
That one is an 11. Oh my god.
Okay, you save. Leif has a 19, and I need a dexterity saving throw for
Nice.
Hubert. Hi, Lucky.
Now.
Oh, suddenly a cat appears.
Quick, everyone meow. Stella might give you
Liza!
DM inspiration.
Meow. Meow.
Hubert, can I get a dexterity saving throw, please? As the second one comes up and...
Oh no.
Yeah. Don't walk on the cards, Lucky. Aw,
He's trying to pick.
Try and cuddle me. Hi, baby. Nope, he's just... Oh, he's scratching the cards. Hey.
Uh-oh, Hubert rolled a 7.
Oh.
7. Okay, so Jack and Hubert, you take 5 fire damage.
Wait, I rolled an 11.
Oh, sorry. Hubert, you take 5 fire damage, and then the other 2, you take 2 fire damage.
Shit, this is fine.
This is fine.
Then this one will come down towards you. Try to
Ah.
claw you. Oh, it rolled a natural 1. You are the wind! You are the wind!
Does Ratchet
Thank
start to look
goodness.
like they're covered in mist?
Probably. That will be the end of their turn. Leif, it is now your turn.
So, all these steam efforts that are down here by myself and by Leon and by Ratchet, is it fair to say that they're all on ground level? They're not flying, correct?
Yeah, they're like in your face. They're not.
So,
They
So
are
they're-
not touching the ground, but they are within reach.
so I have a spell called Spike Growth,
Hmm.
and it comes up from the ground. I assume there's some height to it enough that it will engage these creatures.
Yeah, that it'll
Okay.
hit them.
So I
Yeah, I'd think they'd still get hit. They just wouldn't be affected by, like, difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay, so Spike Growth. Let me draw a square.
Very nice.
4, 8.
20-foot radius. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know.
That's so big.
That's
Mhm.
yeah. That's. I mean, you
That's
might
a
be able to
fairy
get the one
fire.
next to me.
Yeah.
Put me in it. That's fine.
Yeah, let me manipulate this here. See if
No.
I can.
Yeah, that's not a
Um,
cube. That's a radius. Jeez.
Yeah, in fifth edition, circles are squares.
You're welcome to put me inside it, to be entirely honest.
I
I'm
try to
gonna.
avoid that if possible.
I'm probably gonna take care of that problem for my own sake. So
So, the ground in a 20-foot
many
radius
explore?
centered on a point within range twists and sprouts. Hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration. When a creature moves into or within the area, they take 2d4 piercing for every 5 foot they travel.
Okay. I will say though that this will probably not affect the one that's in the water because of the water coming down at the moment. But when it surfaces, it will definitely affect it.
Oh, it's under
It's
under
at
the
the
water?
surface of the water right now, so it's not touching the bottom of the pool.
How deep is the water there?
Here it would probably be about 10 feet.
Okay.
But it
Alright,
definitely
so-
affects all of the other 4.
Ta-da!
What does this look like?
So yeah, suddenly there's all these comes up out of the ground, and this terrain, being foresty, it probably looks like, cones of wood. It would probably be kind of similar to the terrain and the fauna around here. So it would be like shards of branches, broken trunks of trees, something akin to this biome, if you would. And it all comes up, and all covered in barbs. And the entire area is just inundated with this. So it should be pretty obvious to Ratchet to be like, whoa! He knows where to not step.
Sharp Legos, do not step.
So once again,
noted.
I am
Noted.
concentrating. That's my turn.
Okay. Ratchet, it's your turn. You are not affected by this right now.
Okay. As a bonus action, going to cast. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Zephyr Strike. I wanted to post the text of it.
Mhm.
My movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity, and then I'm gonna put a little more space between me and the steam method there.
Yeah.
Classic ranger on the other side of the battlefield.
You
Right.
move like
You're the
the
reason
wind,
I have
you are
to
the
zoom
wind.
out.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yes,
Yes, you are the wind.
I'm gonna take my advantage shot that provides me at the big steam method.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Your armor class
Uh,
is still 10.
Nice.
Very good, very good. Longbow. That is a 28.
That hits.
That hits a lot.
Wow.
It's going to be 6 piercing and an additional 5 force from the Zephyr Strike.
Okay. So
And-
this is actually
sorry.
the same amount of damage that you did that like knocked one out of the air. You see, as this steam method takes the arrow to the back, it winces and then it slowly turns to face towards you. For all intents and purposes, this particular steam method is hella jacked now. You just see like it's like
Yeah.
super like muscly, and it just turns over and looks at you, and steam comes just out of its nostrils.
And Ratchet is gonna like go ahead and like knock the next arrow because he knows he's gonna have to fight it now, and is gonna call to Shadow, the big one.
At the end of your turn ends, you
Yeah.
see Shadow just like hop down. She's like, "You got it," and she tries to shoot at this steam method boss. 11 hits.
Yeah.
See a little as it takes the 3 piercing damage from the crossbow. She's like, "Yeah," and then she basically runs behind the cart and hides.
That's fine.
Jack, it is your turn.
Pull back like over here.
Okay.
And then Jack just starts doing very percussive movements, like beating on their chest and stomping on the ground. You can almost hear like the reverberation of drums throughout the area as I'm going to do the more fun way of this. Instead of shrinking the steam method, I'm going to enlarge Leon.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
You just feel the reverberations come from the ground and then up your body as you start to grow with in time of the beat.
Nice. So, would it be like, okay, so I get bigger? Does that mean like this thing is like shrinking? Like I have it in the headlock, right? So like as I'm getting
Now
bigger,
you've got it
just
like your hand.
You just
You're
yeah,
like-
you just
Yeah.
grr.
You're just palming it now.
palming it. Okay.
Yeah. So
You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Your weapons grow to match your size, and
Wow.
attacks with your weapons deal 1d4 extra damage.
And you're still grappling that dude, right?
Yes.
And he's
I
still
would-
your weapon.
I would like to point out you,
there
you are
go.
within range to throw the one you're holding at the big guy.
I will
Right.
also share that you are grappling somebody. You could drag him back and forth along the edge of the spike growth, and every
That's
5
true.
foot does 2d4 damage to him. So if you go back and forth a couple times, you're probably going to wipe him out. Then again, he's probably already almost dead.
Right, that is my turn.
Okay. Leon, you've got a lot of options here.
I've got a lot of options. Yeah.
Yes, Godfather. Strength accessories.
So, can I tell if 7 is weak, like the weakest of the ones, like out
Oh,
of
yeah.
like 5?
Yeah, so this
I-
7
I-
looks most fucked up, and then 1 looks moderate, and the boss looks fine.
7
So-
got hit by Ratchet's almost strongest attack, and then you started beating them against the other ones.
That's what I figured. Okay, so I like the idea of just chucking him. So I guess what I'm hoping is, I'm hoping to maybe hit the steam and it explodes, and then the steam kind of gets some of the explosion off it. I didn't know if it was weak enough to do that yet.
Could you, like, bowling ball toss it across the spikes at the steam method?
Oh,
The big one?
I mean,
Damn.
if Stella will let me.
Yeah,
want.
that's wicked.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
you know
it'll.
you have
Wicked.
nat 20s.
That's wicked.
Yeah, I know.
That's
True.
Yeah.
How many do you
so
have? You have 3 nat 20s.
I hoard nat 20s.
I use
Um,
them. I love using them.
I know. Well, then yeah, I would kind of want to do that. So what would it be? Like, it would be like me grabbing
So
it.
you like drag it across the ground and then throw it, basically?
Yeah. hmm
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll at advantage.
To be my strength, right?
Yeah. So just roll strength 2 times. We add +2. Okay, that's a natural 20.
I didn't need that nat
Heck
20.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
myself.
All right,
yeah.
so you roll 2d8
Okay, I can do that.
plus 2d4.
2d4.
Yeah. So roll 2d8 and then roll 2d4.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be 4 plus 2, 6, 10 damage. Okay. You throw this, right?
Mm-hmm.
These spikes, how much damage do they do?
2d4 for every 5 5 foot.
2d4 for every 5 foot?
Correct.
They're spooky.
Yes.
They're vicious.
Go ahead
They
and roll me
really
some
are.
damage, please, Leif. It's your spell, you get to roll.
So how many squares was that?
Just
was it
one.
2 squares?
Okay. 3 damage. Okay, you see it, the steam method, as it gets dragged across the ground, it's like, right? And as you toss it, it smashes into the large one, and as it collides, it explodes. And it will, I have to roll some saving throws here. 1, 2, 3. Okay,
Aw.
This is some good saves.
yeah, the
Damn it.
18, 13, 19, 1d
actually good. That's a good thing.
8, 3 damage. Okay, you see as it balloons with this scalding hot air, these only take 1 damage. But the big steam method will take an additional 10 damage? Yeah, 10 damage. Pretty sizable blow. You see as you hit the super buff steam method, it just kind of recoils. It has to collect itself. Pretty good hit. Did you want to move at all?
Not really, because I think I'm probably just gonna try and attack the 1 and the 5.
Okay.
Am I in range of the square here? Like, am I taking
you're
any
fine.
damage or okay?
Hubert, it's your turn. You have a steam method right in your face.
I'm going to disengage.
Okay.
So you know that will be your action.
Yep.
Okay. So you get to move freely.
I'm gonna hide behind Jack and try and heal myself.
Okay.
The bard is now the front line.
It is now the steam method's turn. It will move forward.
Oh no, poor
2D
Leif.
Takes 2d4 damage. Go ahead and roll that for me, Leif.
But wait, it's moving over 4 spaces.
That is true
Yeah.
because it covers a large.
That's
area.
8. Sorry, these two wouldn't count, so it'd be 2d4. Sorry,
Aw.
4d4. It's okay. I'll just take the first 4. That's fine. 14. Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So-
Don't explode! Don't explode!
Explode,
I
explode,
was gonna say, if that
explode.
explodes,
It
please
moves
go
over
on.
the 2 tiles that are closest to you, and you see it getting pierced by these spike growths. As it does,
Jenga.
it
Oh no.
explodes. I need a dexterity saving throw from just Leif.
I'm sure you have enough health to survive
Nice.
this.
And
There we
the
go,
two steam
there we
methods that
go.
are next to it.
Nice.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to blow up my Steam method.
He dodged the Jenga.
I
Oh my
rolled
god!
2 ones.
2d8? Holy crap!
I
Wow.
rolled snake eyes. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Leif will survive. Leif will survive.
Survive.
Okay. So that's 2 damage. This guy takes 2 damage. The further one takes 1 damage.
Hopefully, number 5 does not explode.
No, number 5 looks pretty hale. But this guy is definitely dead.
So
Congratulations.
Oh, damn.
I need to do
Now, unfortunately, there's 4 more Steam methods that get a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I maintain concentration.
All right, Leif, it is your turn.
I'm going to disengage as an action. And I'm gonna go hide behind Hubert.
But why?
I'm gonna go.
Wait, Stella, you didn't get your 4 other attacks.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry.
Whoops.
Yeah, go ahead and move back.
Get disengaged.
Oopsies.
So this one
Wait a
down
second.
here is going
Whose
to
side are
attack.
you on, V?
An 11
Sorry, best friend clause.
misses Leon. This one here is going to try to hit Leif.
Show me.
4 fails.
Dang.
This one's gonna move here.
How could this happen to me?
Technically need to roll recharge. Does it recharge?
You
It
that's what
does
you get
not.
me.
Okay, so it's gonna claw at
I don't deserve this.
Jack. 21's a
You
hit.
brought it up.
You take 1 slashing, 2 fire.
Why do bad things happen to good people?
Okay. This
Oh,
one's
wait, I
gonna
have to do
move down here.
2d4.
Yep. It takes 5 damage. Then is going to fly up towards Ratchet. Claw. 9 is a miss.
Nope.
All right. Now it's your turn, Leif.
What are concentration checks?
Constitution saving
Constitution.
throw.
You want to do 10 or higher.
Just the saving throw or just flat constitution?
Saving throw.
It's a save. And
Ooh,
see
nat
there.
20.
Oh, nat
Nice.
20.
Let's go.
Leon stays big, baby.
So Leif now is under the cart.
Okay. Oh,
Fair.
Leif has 1 hit point.
Does Leif see anyone under the cart with him?
Yeah, it's Eliza.
Hey,
Hey, you look. Ooh, hey. And she just like begins to pull out bandages and is just like
Yes.
applying bandages to you underneath the cart.
It's essentially
The Eliza
steamed
brand
pheasant.
bandages.
Yeah.
Hello, Eliza.
Hello, Eliza bandages.
Oh, butterfly. Cool.
Yeah. They smell like cookie dough.
Nice.
You look like you're a hit point or two away from being a steamed pheasant.
All right, Ratchet, it's your turn.
Why do I have to go away? Go away.
No way.
I'm just gonna further spread away because I'm still not. I got concentration. I'm still
Okay. Does that you have like attack of
That's-
opportunity?
the Zephyr spell that I'm concentrating on means I don't take an attack of opportunity right now.
Okay.
He twirls gracefully out of the way of any attempts that the steam method makes.
For up to 1 minute.
For
Okay.
up to 1 minute. Yeah.
Very good. The wind kicks up. Whoosh.
I'm gonna take my my longbow shot.
Okay.
Yep, that's gonna hit. That's a 29.
Yep.
And
Why is that an advantage?
that's the other effect from Zephyr Strike. Once per turn, I can make one of my strikes with advantage. Essentially, I have wind pushing the arrow towards the enemy. That is 10 piercing and another 5 force.
You see.
You are the wind.
Yeah.
The
How
wind
do you
is
take
an
it out?
extension
What
of
does it look
your
like?
You are the winder.
I imagine that this strikes it like square in the chest, and it just crumples, and then the steam dissipates.
Shh. Body begins to literally melt away into mist.
Okay. I don't have any more arrows, so I'm kind of done.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
I can finish my.
Oh, you had
movement, I think.
97 more arrows.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so it have all 97 arrows.
Excuse you, I have 95 left. I've used
Oh.
4 in this fight.
Oh,
She
okay.
rationed. Yeah.
I can take my movement, the rest of my movement though, right?
Yeah. I think you have 2,
Alright.
5, 10,
It
15,
took
20.
4 squares to get there.
Yeah.
Spiky grass you could run
Um,
over. Or some boiling water.
Yeah, don't go in the water.
Where did? Sorry, I'm gonna post it again. It'll be faster than me looking up Zephyr Strike again.
You're fine.
Yes, whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of your turn. So,
Jesus Christ.
and
Damn.
1, 2,
Wow.
3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm headed back towards the rest of the group, guys.
Perfect. You see Shadow lock and load, aiming for 6. Ah! 16.
Nice.
2 piercing damage. Bonk.
That was so consistent.
Yeah. Jack, it's your turn.
I'm going to rotate around this thing, so if it tries to blast us again, it's not hitting everyone.
Okay.
And then I am going to cure wounds myself.
Okay.
6 healing.
6 hit points restored. Anything else for you?
That'll be my turn.
Okay, Leon, it's your turn.
Oh yes. Can I kind of just do what I did before and just with me being a giant now, I'd be like grabbing skull with my hand.
Yeah.
So can I just like take 1 and slam it into 5?
Yeah, absolutely. You do have to roll an athletics check. You get to do this at advantage, I think. Is it this?
All strength checks and
Yeah,
attack.
because
Yep.
now that I'm big, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, 19.
Yep, you grab him. He's in your hand. Go ahead and roll an attack roll. So strength at advantage. 12. That still hits. Go ahead and,
Yeah.
and roll a 1d8 and then a 1d4. Oof.
Oh
Ooh.
my god.
That's 2
Yikes.
ones. Okay, so that is going to be a 3 plus 1, 4 damage. They both take 4 damage. It's still not nothing. That's actually really good.
Damn it.
You smash one into
Rolling
the
a
other.
minimum and still doing 4 damage to 2 things.
Yeah, that's really good.
I'm not used to being this big.
Hubert, it's your turn.
I'm going to do lay on hands for 4 points on Leif.
Oh, okay.
What does that look like?
I say a prayer to Altus, God of War, and a blue glow comes out as I reach underneath the wagon and tap Leif on one of his wing feathers.
Do you imagine that when someone gets touched by magic of Altus, that it's like kind of like a static shock, or do you think it's like a warm energy?
Warm energy, it's healing. Yeah,
So how many points?
yeah.
Or
4 points.
Oh, Alta says I have to fight.
Did you want to
And that's-
move?
No, I'm not gonna move.
Okay. Very good. It is now the Steam Mephit's turn. I'm gonna try to recharge this guy because you reminded me.
Wait, no.
It recharges. It recharges. Let's see. What direction does it shoot?
Uh-oh.
I am the closest threat.
Yeah, but it turns around because I rolled a 2.
No.
It's going to try to steam breath Hubert and Leif.
At least I got out of the way.
Dexterity saving throws from Hubert and Leif, please.
Damn.
Oh,
Thank you
no.
for that healing.
Oh,
Oh my god. That might have saved my life. We'll see.
It will do a minimum of 1 damage, so yeah.
this be the first time Stella low rolls for us.
Nah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, that's 2 failures. You both take 6 damage. Hot water roils over the 2 of them. Oh, you don't need an X. You don't die. You are
That's
knocked
for
down, though.
dramatic effect.
Oh, okay. What does Leif say as a giant red X appears over him?
Mother, father, I tried.
You
This
see
Fire Emblem?
Leif collapses behind you, Hubert. So that was that, guys. Number 1 is going to try to escape. 13. Go ahead and roll an athletics check at advantage, please, Leon. So do a strength. Okay, 17. You hold on to him. And then the other one is going to recharge. Does not recharge. And we'll try to claw at Leon. 17. That hits. You take 2 slashing damage and 3 fire damage. 5 damage total. As it goes. "Ah!" That's it. Leif, I need a death saving throw, please.
Okay.
Zombie, do you have athletics with proficiency?
Athletics.
Is that a marked skill?
Yeah. Yep.
So then you should be using that.
Oh,
instead of
yes.
flat
Oh.
strike.
Yeah. My bad.
Sorry.
It's okay. It
With
rolled
me,
low.
I didn't realize I was muted. With me being a giant, it doesn't do anything to my armor class, does it, V?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, didn't think so. Okay.
You roll a 10, which is a fail, right?
No, 10 and above is a
Oh, okay.
success.
All right, 9 and below is a fail. Okay, you have 1 success. Ratchet, it's your turn. You can see that Leif has collapsed underneath the wagon here.
Damn. I'm gonna take my shot at number 5. it was pointed out to me that the phrasing of Zephyr, I only get to do the advantage on one attack during the entire duration of the spell, not not each turn. I misread. So regular attack on number 5.
Okay.
Still a 21
That hits.
for 11 piercing.
Oh my god. Okay. A solid blow.
How many 11s have you rolled tonight?
All of them.
This one also falls down and collapses on the ground. It's prone on its belly.
And I'm going to use my travel distance. I can't quite make it to the crowd, but I can get close to get as far as here.
Okay. Very good. You see Shadow. Yeah! Rolls a 9, misses. Jack, it is now your turn.
All right. Wow, Shadow missed. That's new. What do I want to do? Things are good, but things are also bad.
Are you saying it was the best of times, it was the worst of times?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What spells do I want to use? Because everyone is in danger. Does this require concentration? It does. All my spells require concentration. Why do I gotta think about things? I will.
What are you concentrating on right now?
The big guy.
Keeping Leon huge.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity and slip back here towards Leif.
Okay. Natural 1. It misses.
And I am going to use my last level 1 spell slot for a Cure Wounds.
Okay.
That's the problem I've been doing. I've been hitting the text bubble icon. There we go. 8 healing.
Leif, your
Sorry,
eyes
friend,
open.
but the fight's not over.
Feel and see Jack right next to you.
What? Did we win?
Not yet.
All right. Leon Breeze, it is your turn.
Yeah. Let's keep doing what we're doing. It's working.
Hey. Roll me improvised weapon attack.
Just imagine Leon's now like playing with action figures and just going, now they
It is.
fight.
Yeah,
Now
it
they
is. It
kiss.
is. Yeah, it's like how it's like how
Stella.
Smish. Yeah. It's just like how every little kid is with action figures. Yeah. So with that, do I roll the athletics that's in my skills, or do I roll the strength that's in?
You have it grappled, so the grapple was the athletics. The attack is strength.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you're
Want to
okay.
make sure I was getting it right from last time.
Yeah.
Okay, straight strength.
Okay, that's still a hit. Go ahead and roll 1d8 and then a 1d4. Oof.
Jeez.
Almost minimum damage. Okay, so that's going to be 3. That's 5 damage. Okay. You smash this one into the other. This one takes 5 damage, and then this one explodes.
Yay.
I need
Ever
a
seen those
dexterity.
videos of a firework going off in someone's hand?
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw from you. You need to beat a 10.
Okay. Dexterity save.
Nice.
You take 1 fire damage as it explodes. Oh, wait.
It was worth
It exploding would trigger the other one. Hold on.
The other one.
This is at disadvantage because it's grappled, so it does take the 1 damage, which isn't quite enough. Okay.
You know exactly what I'm doing next.
Hubert, it is your turn. You can see that
Doesn't have
Leif
anything
is
left.
yeah, you can see that Leif is Oh, you see your javelin on the ground. I totally forgot about that. It died before I could do anything with that.
Wait, is the javelin still big?
No. Your javelin's like on the ground, like here.
I
It'd be funny if
I'll
Leon could have
pick up
picked up the
the-
giant javelin.
well, I can't really see. I can see the one that's over here. Okay, the one that's staring me down.
Yeah.
The one up here.
Mm-hmm.
If I can grab my javelin and throw it at it.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Okay.
Just trying to
Try.
clear some visual clutter here.
Hmm.
9 is unfortunately a miss. You would have to like move over here to pick it up. All right, you pick up your javelin, you throw it, and it lands in the ground in the bushes behind it. Unfortunately, it turns to you and it goes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's over there, huh?
Yeah. Now it's on the other side of the method. Here, it's over here.
You
now.
didn't say it was over there. I don't know. Someone dry.
Where'd
Seven
my javelin
trying
go?
arrows.
I just had it.
Well.
I think you have like 10 feet of movement left.
15 should
uh,
still be 50.
I have
10, 15.
35.
Oh, okay. So you have 20 left.
So 2, 3.
You could move like
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20 if you want to go pick it up again.
Or no.
Yeah, if you want to go get into explosion range, you could.
I wonder if you ran over and did a big boot into his chest.
Okay, you move
Nope.
up.
Move up there.
All right. It's now the Steam Method's turn. Let me zoom out a little bit.
But why? Ratchet's right there.
Okay. So, let's see. Who is this one going to attack? It goes for Hubert. This one moves up and will try to. Oh, let me see if it recharges. No, it tries to claw you. Rolls a natural 1. Punk! It just bounces off of your armor here. This one will go for Ratchet. It moves. Oh no, it's grappled. It's got to do dexterity. It breaks free. And it will not do anything because that's its action. Leaf, it is your turn. You're on the ground prone.
Yes. Leaf crawls out the side of the cart and raises his sword staff, points in the direction of the method that's chasing Hootenanny, Mr. Hootenanny, and gives it a point and releases a frostbite cantrip.
Frostbite. Okay.
So this frost erupts around the steam method and needs to do a DC 14 con save or take 1 point of frost damage. Yay!
Okay. It rolls a 14. It saves.
It laughs. I said, damn.
You see that it basically you throw the frostbite and it, as it's moving towards Hubert at the same time, it sort of like disincorporates and you might have clipped it, but does it still do the 1 damage?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, most cantrips, if you save, you take no damage.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so it sort of disincorporates in the shoulder where it should have hit, and it managed to evade that.
I turn to my new Gerbean friend, and I say, I clipped it. I clipped it a little bit. Honest.
Yeah, you got it. I saw it. It hit. Good job. Just loading the crossbow.
Whoa.
Ratchet, it is your turn.
Is this mouse so cool?
Sweet. I'm gonna take a shot at the one that just escaped the grapple.
Okay.
Because if I make the other one explode, it's gonna kill Hootenanny. That's a 27 to hit, 8 piercing damage.
As this takes an arrow, it goes. I need Leon to roll me a dexterity saving throw. You save.
Excellent.
D8. You take 3 fire damage as that one explodes as well.
Okay.
The scalding hot water blisters over you. Do you want to move any more, Ratchet?
Yes, I'm going to climb atop the cart here.
Okay.
Just getting a good vantage point in case I get an opportunity to deal with the last one. But
Okay.
I suspect it'll be done by the time it's around to my turn again.
Okay.
I don't think this one's really taken much damage.
No.
I have faith in you. Take my faith.
I don't have a weapon.
You see,
You have claws.
you see
I know.
Shadow run across, pick up the javelin, 5, 10, 15, 20.
With like both hands because it's so big. And
25, 30. So you see her basically scurry across the floor, pick up the javelin, and she's just like holding it above her head, and she's like, and then she essentially tosses it over towards Hubert for her action. So Hubert, you're able to catch the javelin, and you have the javelin now. Jack, it's your turn.
Right, I'm going to run up behind it and attempt a bite attack.
Okay. Crunch.
His butt.
A hit.
16. So as Jack sprints by, just almost like the predator roots she comes from, her jaws just snap around the Mephit's throat for a second and rip as she slides past it.
Excellent. It's a
And-
salty.
I will take an attack of opportunity to step back out.
Okay. Claws. 21 is a hit.
Yeah.
You take 3 slashing and
Oh
4
my
fire
God.
damage.
Wow.
I didn't know they could do that much damage.
I've been low rolling their damage.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's a
Alright,
total of
that's my
7
turn.
damage. Excellent. Leon, it is your turn.
So, with me being a giant, does that increase anything with my movement or anything?
No.
No.
Okay.
It's
It
basically
just gives you
strong.
advantage on strength checks and a little bit more damage.
Cool. Then I'm gonna move up here 20 feet so I can do it anyway.
Mhm.
Move up to, well, as close to here as I can.
Yeah.
And look at the steam method and go, all right, I think it's time to bring the hammer down on this whole situation. And he's gonna bring out his warhammer. And
Okay.
he's gonna two-hand it.
I like to imagine this is like video game style where it's like, you know, you don't have your weapons out, you don't see anything, but like you pull your weapon out of nowhere, and like
Mhm.
your hammer is just as big as you now. So
Yep.
it's taller than Hubert.
Yeah.
Hubert closes his eyes.
That's a hit. 22
I've
hits.
lived a good life.
He resists the house with
All right, roll a d4.
Oh, please be a 4. Please be a 4. Please be a 4.
Yeah, blow
Damn
up.
Oh, okay, just blow up anyway.
Oh.
Cool.
Well, yeah, that's good for us.
I need a dexterity saving throw from Leon, Hubert, and I'm gonna roll one for. Oh, she good. She rolled a natural 20.
Ooh.
You don't roll a 1. I think Hubert goes down. I think Hubert goes down.
Hubert rolled a
call.
1.
Quit calling rolls B.
Okay, 7 damage. So that is going to be 7 damage to Hubert, and then it'll be 3 damage to Leon and 3 damage to Shadow. She takes the
shout
damage.
out as I cast the spell. I shout out and say, "Hootie, pick up your shit and get back in the fight." Then I hit him with healing word.
Yeah, that will
Doesn't even
be,
have time to like pass out. Like his eyes close for a moment, and then he's standing back up.
that will effectively be the end of combat here.
Oh goodness.
Right, any other skull cards people want to get out before we leave this pit?
The way I see it, at least we used it here instead of on an actual boss fight, making a boss harder.
Those steam breaths could have taken us all out.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
told you to spread out and nobody listened. Except me. And Hubert near the end. Good job, Hubert.
Like, I was busy making a tank and healing the tank.
I mean, fair.
I'm pretty tall now, yeah. I
Uh,
think Leon's gonna take advantage. Is the tallness? I don't know how long this is good. He doesn't know how long this is gonna.
The moment
last.
you look like you're gonna go have fun with it, Jack ends it.
No.
It's technically only 60
Damn.
seconds. So. Meow, 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 meow.
Well, I'm gonna. Oh, I'm back to normal. Damn, I was gonna try and lift that whole cart on my own with one hand.
So Leif does cast Healing Word on you,
Yes.
Hubert. So you are conscious with 5 hit points, but you are on the ground.
That was
Oh, that -5 went away.
Is the lake still boiling?
Yes. When you look at the water, it's still scalding hot. You see one by one, each of the steam methods just begin to disincorporate and they vanish.
Any little bits left behind?
Go ahead and
like-
roll investigation.
Void salts or something?
Oh yeah, there's little bits of us
Jack is going to
everywhere.
try to peer into the lake to see if there's something in there causing it to boil.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me investigation or perception. You'll get different answers depending. Leif, you find
Nat 20 investigation.
Wow. Okay. Leif, you find 2 salt cores.
Wait. I love all the bits.
Yeah, the bits are always fun. The bits
And
are
you
not
find-
in the
and you
book,
find-
but we're making them up right now.
And you find a little bit of
Maybe
lead
we could translate
and a
those
little
into
bit
some
of
special
Hubert.
potions later.
Yeah. So with a natural 20 looking into the water, you can see that there is a strange rock at the bottom of the pool that has a glowing orange rune on it. Looks like it's going to be about 30 feet of scalding hot boiling water to get through.
I'm going to attempt to use Unseen Servant and have it go get that rock.
Okay. I think Unseen Servant has like 1 hit point.
Does it? I thought it was like
I don't think they
ethereal.
bothered to give it hit points. I think they just said it does servant things.
Can you post it into the chat?
It has 1 hit point and a strength of 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
it does have
second
hit
your
points. Okay.
unseen servant hits the water, it just vanishes.
Ratchet, can you come here for a moment?
Yes, what's going on?
I'm gonna pull out a rope and hold it out to you. Can you tie this to one of your arrows?
Oh,
It
say
can,
touch one
it
of your ankles.
might just balance it.
And then Jack is going to point out to the glowing runic rock in the lake. Can you try to spearfish that out?
Oh, sure. You would, I assume, roll for that.
Yeah, so this is going to be at disadvantage. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll a ranged attack.
14.
14, you hit the rock, but it bounces off of the rock.
Damn it.
It breaks the arrow. -1 arrow.
I've got a plan. All right, I know what to do this time. Give me the next arrow you're going to use.
Pass an arrow over.
I'm going to use the oil of stickiness on the tip of the arrow.
Ooh.
That's very clever.
That's great. I love that.
Okay, let's see what the oil of stickiness does. Where's the thing? Which is dead. When spread on an object or location, it creates a nearly imperceptible coating. Creatures that come into contact with the oil must succeed a DC 12 strength athletics check or become restrained. Okay, yeah, this would totally work. All right, go ahead and presumably you're shooting another arrow.
Yes.
Okay, at disadvantage again.
Okay, still disadvantage.
All right,
The worst was a 17.
17 hits. You see the arrow just cut through the water with masterful precision. Y'all can tell that this is extremely difficult to land, but with Ratchet's keen eye, he's able to make the mark. You see the arrow breaks, but it essentially sticks. So, I mean, the tip blunts. So, essentially, you can't use this arrow again. But it does make contact, and it sticks to the rune.
All right, let's drag it out.
Heave ho, fire line.
You drag it out, and as soon as you do, you see that the rune is this fist-sized, uncut rock, and there is a strange rune carved into the front of it. It is clearly magical. It is clearly radiating heat. You sense that it's probably unwise to touch it. The water immediately starts to cool.
So this is a normal rock that has had a magical rune engraved in it.
It seems like that.
Okay. I will attempt Arcana.
Okay.
19 for me.
Okay. You look at it, it's definitely magical. You get the sense that this is enchantment magic. But the precise spell and what it's for, you're not sure.
Do I know how we would break it? Would we just damage the rune, or
You know what dispel magic would work?
what about a warhammer?
You get the sense that it's probably very difficult to break.
Leon, do you still have that shovel?
My shovel?
Oh, yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say it's precious.
Oh, yeah, Ratchet, do you still have the shovel?
I do.
We could use that to break the rune, most likely.
Well, not exactly keen on it being out in the world, so let's give it a shot.
Okay. I will need an athletics check.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
Well, you don't have to do it. You could pass it to one of our stronger boys.
Leon, shovel.
Yep. Oh, right here. I'm right here. Here I am.
Okay.
I'm imagining Gimli taking his axe to the One Ring.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, surely this will just solve all our problems.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Imagine if it did, though.
21.
Ooh.
It takes a couple of cracks at it. You can see that it's like one. And Leon, the force of the two items colliding, it sends shivers up your bone. It's like nails on a chalkboard. It just like, it's so uncomfortable, but you bear through it. 2, you feel that sensation again. It just rattles up your core. 3, and with the third, the rock breaks in half and the rune deactivates.
I don't think I've ever felt something like that before. I felt like the power was going through me, but not in a positive way. It felt kind of like it was vibrating everything. It just felt weird, but I think I broke it.
Let the hate flow through you.
Yeah.
Ratchet. Surely you've noticed. All the things we've come across before, most of them were chances. Things that could occur naturally. But this was
I have
intentional.
been wondering if maybe there's some kind of force driving the events we've encountered.
Corruption of sorts.
If
A
it's the
village-
same force as the fire that started this all, it is spread much further than we feared.
I was surprised to have found methods or magman so far from the the burned forest. But this, a stone like that doesn't just happen. That's made.
Someone's given commands around to set things up like this?
You don't think our witch friend is up to her summoning again, is she?
Nothing
Probably
about
not,
her
right?
said fire, though.
Yeah.
So save her cauldron, I suppose, but that's altogether different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is rather far. I think the town would have noticed if she was gone for that long.
And for her to have gotten ahead of us with the quick routes we've been taking.
I think we'll have more to report than just the letter.
I'm afraid you may be right on that account.
As this conversation is happening, Leif, you hop on over towards Eliza and Shadow, and you can see that Shadow has suffered a burn, and she's like, ooh, 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 ah, as Eliza is putting a bandage over the injury. You've got to keep it clean.
Oh wow. That looks bad. Can I help? I've got a little bit of magic touch.
Okay. It's really not that bad, but if you insist.
We also have a
Hold still.
fresh lake full of recently boiled water.
Hold still, and I point with my finger as I say a healing word. And because I only have one spell slot left, it'll be at second level.
Ooh.
8 points.
Heals 3 points for her. She only had 6 hit points.
Ooh.
Oh, that feels a lot better. Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you're going to be okay.
Where did you learn to do magic?
At the academy, I had up in Alderheart.
Oh, you're from Alderheart.
Yeah,
Well, I am
I've been
too.
there. Oh, you are?
My family lives there.
Oh, cool. Hopefully you can see them.
Thank you. I hope you can see your family too.
Yeah, they're not there anymore, but yeah, someday.
And then you see Eliza's like, all right, well, we've got to still keep it clean. And is applying a Hello Eliza bandage
Yeah,
onto.
you need that for sure.
Yeah, you don't want it to get infected, you know? So as the heat of the combat begins to die down, you find that this is a relatively quiet space. Jack, you know that this has relatively been an off-the-road location, safe enough, and with plenty of fresh water. This would make a good spot to take a rest.
When there's a moment that Shadow seems a little separated from the group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Jack
I imagine
will-
people are starting to set up camp.
Jack will walk over and is going to whisper a little something in the bandit camp.
You talk to her in Bandit?
Yes.
Let's see. She tilts her head. Oh, I didn't catch that.
Nothing. I misspoke.
Oh,
I was just seeing if your wounds had healed.
yes, they're a lot better now. And she proudly shows you the bandage, and it's just got Eliza's face on it.
You know, there are other ways to put your skills to use. Ones that don't involve thievery.
Oh? Like, what?
Jack will reach into one of their pouches and pull out a beautiful, ornately carved golden wood flute.
Oh,
I could teach you to be a bard. Even if you decide not to stick with the store, you'll never want for an income or friends.
she kind of like holds out her hands to receive it.
Jack will just gently pinch between her fingers, put it down.
She like tries to swing it around like a stick. Like this?
Not quite. Let me show you for a moment, and then she'll take some time showing her how to play the flute and then holding it out to her.
Okay. Yeah, she willingly takes the lessons and find that she picks it up pretty well. I mean, obviously, learning an instrument takes time. She seems like just naturally she's a quick study. As camp is being set up, is there anything special anybody wants to do?
Look for seeds.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me nature.
Doesn't
survival.
sound like life. Who are you?
24. You find a fistful of seeds. You are able to harvest them. These are blackberry seeds.
Sweet. Thank you.
Anything else anybody wants to do?
As part of the training, as we're all sitting down to rest, I will use my Song of Rest to give everyone an extra d6 of healing if they choose to use hit dice.
Okay. What kind of song do you play?
I think since she's trying to make it fun for Shadow to learn, it's more of a fast-paced and upbeat song, but it's got like simple lyrics. It's not simple notes. It's not super complicated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if anyone wants to partake in restoring hit points, the Song of Rest is available to you.
We doing a long rest?
Is this a long? Yeah, I was gonna say, is this long or
It's
short?
up to you. It is getting kind of dark. We'll say that it's probably about 6 p.m. now. So you could just kind of take a rest if you want to have a nice dinner. Or you could push on through the night if you like.
Jack would probably recommend a long rest with how incredibly injured most of the group is.
Well, I was gonna say I don't have any more hit dice until I get a long rest. So,
Y'all should really follow Ratchet's example and never get hit by anything.
well,
Look, Jack's
I can't help
busy
that everything
apparently being the
explodes around
third
me.
tank.
Hubert, as you are getting ready to unwind and rest for the evening, there's a moment where you're alone and you can see that the sky is very clear here. The canopy parts in a way that you can see the star and see the clouds. You're not quite sure why, but you feel a spark, a sort of electric tingle going up your arms and down your neck. It feels almost as if there's a presence of some kind. You're not quite sure exactly what it is yet, but you've felt something like this before. During your time of serving Altis, sometimes you wouldn't feel entirely alone. You're looking up at the stars and thinking about stories. The Amaranthine, each one of the gods that are worshipped by the humble folk and the bird folk, they all know of the tales of the Amaranthine. And you remember tonight the tale of Altis the Enduring. It almost feels as if Altis is remembering you in this moment. You fought. You fought with every inch of your body, and though you weren't at terrible risk, you put yourself in danger to save someone else. You have drawn the throne card. An opportunity opens itself up to you. What that opportunity will be revealed in time. But right now, you feel closer to your god than you ever have before. Is there anything special that Hubert does or says tonight when you feel this connection?
Reflection. Reflection and being grateful to be in the presence of Altus.
You know that the Strig are a proud and powerful people. The culture of the Strig commends these qualities. And you know that it was divine gift that gave strength to your people. And you feel strong now. You feel like today is going to be one of many hard days you're going to have. You can do it. Feel a sense of confidence. Feel that you have your God backing you up. That is where we're going to end our session for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Heroes of the Humblewood. I hope you enjoyed it. We are now getting closer and closer to Alderheart, where we can finally deliver that message and seek an audience with the Birdfolk Council. We're going to go around real quick and tell everyone who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of today's episode was. And we'll start off with Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie MZ. Or his name's it to call me. I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips. That's up to your own discretion. Today I played Leon Breeze, who for a while was a giant of a man. Yeah. And so yeah. I would say favorite part for this episode probably would just be the whole ghost stuff. I really liked just the kind of exploring and getting a little bit more lore into like that there possibly is like small like untold stories going on outside of just the we got to tell everyone the whole place is going to burn down and such. But I personally am just kind of interested to see what life this person led and what has them kind of trapped in our realm still. So that'll be pretty fun to find out. You can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. If you do, there's a pinned tweet. There is a Google Doc sheet there, and it's got all the different highlights, edits, and Twitch clips I've done. Under my edits are all of the different promo videos that I've done for each and every campaign that I'm in. Speaking of which, if you're here, tomorrow actually is episode 2 of our Strixhaven show, where I get to play Alexander Tome, and it's gonna be fun because I get to use this accent all the time. And V is gonna be part of that as well. V is Storm of the Beginning, if I remember the name right. My little friend companion as well, and that's gonna be fun. And then on the opposite Wednesday, so after that Wednesday, I get to be Finn Carson, who's a ranger researcher, as we are on the go to Saltmarsh, and we are almost back to Saltmarsh now, where our boat's going to be landing in Saltmarsh, and I can get a thing I've ordered for God knows how many months now. It's been sitting there waiting for me. Hopefully they don't have weight limits and just give it away, but we'll find out, won't we? So yeah, that's me. That's everything.
Thank you very much. We'll pop on over to Vertigo Cross.
Hello, I'm Vertigo or V. I am a variety game streamer over on Twitch. I like to play a bunch of different things that you might not have heard of before. The next thing that I'm planning on playing on stream is a game called UFO 50, which is made to be a collection of 50 classic style games. Think of like NES or Super Nintendo, but all originally made. And as for my favorite part of the session, I was very happy I was able to catch up to Shadow and get that moment. I would have been so sad if they got away and they were just gone.
I'm really excited for y'all to learn more about Shadow. It's gonna be cool. It's very cool that you chase after her. Nope. That's it. Thank you. Hop on over to IncognitoBurrito. Hello.
Hello, folks. Very awesome adventure we had tonight. Usually you find me hanging out on Stella's Discord or taking our chances with the RNG with these fine folks here.
Did you have a favorite part of the episode today?
Favorite part of the episode was when Leon did the big whammy at the end there. Yep. Favorite part.
Yeah. I was like, there's definitely an alternate universe where Leon like locks arms and is just like wrestling directly with the big one. But I think this is also a good alternate ending. And thank you very much. Pop on over to GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm GeekDice. You can find me on X. A lot of fun tonight. I love D&D. D&D is good for you. D&D is good for me. Get some D&D in your life. You really need it. I think my favorite part tonight, and this is, I think, kind of turning out to be a bit of a trend, despite the fact that Jack, is supposedly this criminal, edgy, bad guy. Once again, she goes for the friendship mode. Once again, it seems like she's just always picking up friends. And how cool is that? So I think Jack is, I think Leif thinks Jack is very cool. Friendship mode on.
Excellent. Thank you. And then we've got B Street Holmes.
Hey guys, I'm B Street Holmes or Matthew. You can find me on Twitter or on Stella's Discord. And my favorite part from tonight, it was actually not about our characters, but it was about the people on the stream because Leon is talking about like, oh yeah, we've got our traditional ghost stories, and I very much threw Z a curveball and said, why don't you tell one? And like you jumped right into that, and even Stella, like, we invented your hometown. And Stella immediately being like, yeah, there's a famous ghost story from where you came. Like, you guys were so on that. You guys have worked together so much, and you've gotten to like really play off each other really well. So I just loved that it was absolutely a curveball I threw in, like, oh, I'll make their lives difficult. And you guys just handled it like absolute pros.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. Very appreciated. That will be it for tonight. We will be back with more Heroes of the Humblewood on the 29th. It's a Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Other than that, we'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.